our chance to hear Brother Rand sing, and then we're gonna shout out all the cash apps. Yeah, it's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me though. Alright, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. That's church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Hey, church check in. Let's go. Minister Jap, it's a new era and niggas is challenged. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking this crack. Bitch getting taxed in my Benjamin static. Truck in the front and the engine in back. 3Ks, everything I'm whipping in is black. 3 hoes all wanna sit on my lap. High yellow heifer, I'ma hit her from the back. This is a fact, I'm taking your bitch, I'm not giving her back. Bitch got some kids, I'm not dealing with that. The back of her throw where my children is at, now what's realer than that? Her mama's a hoe and her sister's a rat. Their head was amazing, the pussy was trash. Run up on church and that pistol gon' blast. Get your ass body trying to get to this bag, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. That's church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Listen. Church check in. Let's go. Relinquish the bitch. You loving and cuffing to be with the bitch. She came in with you, but I leave with the bitch. I bang and I skeet on the bitch. They look like Jap conceited and shit. I push it to start, ain't no key to my whip. Believe in the game, don't believe in the bitch. I listen to sin and the rest of the pips. You chasing the bitch and ain't chasing the check. You look like a bitch when you making them threats. You talk how you talk cause you safe on the net. When I see you, no talking, I'm breaking your neck. Catch a nigga like and do him dirty on sight. Whole lot of barking, but I bet he won't bite. Bet a nigga won't roll a dice with his life. Double cross church, kid crucified twice, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. That's church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Hey, church check in. Let's go.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in. Oh my God! Sunday sermon, niggas. You know what we came to do? I told y'all, niggas. Hashtag marathon minister.
You know how we coming. Dropping nothing but fire on these niggas. Oh my God. Y'all niggas know what we came to do. Tell a friend, and tell them again. We live in the church Sunday, nigga. I am Brother Beige, a.k.a. Japalutha K. Streets ordained. Church, check in. Talk to me, you fucking pervert! You're a sicko! Wash your ass! Brush your face! No refugee beards allowed. Dirty face looking ass. Always got something to say. What's going on with you niggas, man? We ain't had a Sunday sermon in a while. God damn. Yeah, niggas walking around with them ass stashes. Got a lot to say, man. Got a lot to say. Niggas be looking like they don't get pussy. He was like, this is my I don't get pussy look. Y'all gonna scare the bitches, scare kids. Y'all niggas go to traffic court and get a year just because you're ugly as fuck. Niggas kill me, man. What's going on with y'all niggas, man? We gonna talk shit today. You know, I almost bust a blood vessel fucking with y'all niggas last night, man. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? Fix your Bluetooth. Yeah, niggas in the jerk-off Olympics down there in Vegas right now. Got all the goddamn porn stars. They having a porn convention down there, motherfucker. All the jag-offs from all over the country are there. Niggas is crazy, man. Taking pictures with these hoes for $100-something. I wish I would. Bitch, please. Your musty ass on. Shout out to Robert Platinum coming through with our first super chat. It's Sunday, nigga. Passing the collection plate around, you niggas. Man, I had a show planned. I was up all night. But then this came across my desk and it just had my blood boiling. And you know what I represent, man. Say no to single moms. Let them suffer. Let them suffer. You know what I'm saying? When I started this YouTube shit, that was my first mission, was to bring awareness to Black single motherhood. I had came out of a real long relationship and I never really got on the dating scene like that. Like I had like little side bitches here and there, but didn't really get on the scene, and I didn't really start to realize how many of these bitches had babies and how frustrating it was dealing with bitches with babies. And for about 7 to 8 years, I had experience just dealing with hoes with babies. Every bad bitch I met had a baby. So when I talk to y'all about single mothers, I'm coming from experience, because I've seen every aspect of this raggedy ass construct. Let me slow it down for you. I've seen everything. You know, I've seen how, you know, it affects their body. Like first time I ever seen stretch marks on the stomach. I was fooled. And I was actually like appalled because the bitch was fucking gorgeous. But she had on, what do they call it? Yeah, I'm gonna walk them down slow. She had on one of those things called like a spank, they call it. You know, I was naive. I was young, I didn't know. And she peeled that shit off and all that loose meat. I was like, what the fuck? You would have never guessed it. You would have never guessed it. Long hair, looked like Ashanti, big ass, stomach loose as hell. From a baby. From a fucking baby, bro. Fucked me up. Then just meeting other girls who had babies. Babies. All these bitches had fucking kids. Baby daddies looking for me, calling my phone, threatening my phone, I'll kill you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas keyed my truck all up. Fuck my truck up when I had my truck. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with all the dynamics of the single mother. Going out on a date, she getting into an argument with this nigga. Now this bitch wanna act like a bitch all night because of something that this nigga did. You know, dating the black single mother sucked. You know what I'm saying? So I made it my business. It really had to give me that dumbass fucking alert about some weekly fucking stupid ass computer. You know, God, that really just pissed me off. That threw me off right there. God, that just threw me off. Now it wants to pop this shit up. This is the dumbest shit in the world. Screen time. I don't give a fuck how long the screen been on. What the fuck is wrong with it? What the fuck? See, that's what happened when your fucking phone is synced to this damn computer. Bullshit, man. Threw me off with that dumbass shit. All right. So, yeah, like, nigga keyed the truck all up. The kids, I done dealt with these bitches' kids. Kids don't like you. The baby daddy tell them not to like you. You know, the bitch don't never got time. So, you know, but the thing was, it's like, okay, then you go out and then you meet more bitches and all of these bitches got kids. You know what I'm saying? They all fucking, but they all got kids. So I made it my mission when I first embarked on doing videos. It really came organically, man, because I would literally drive to work and tell y'all about the shit that just happened last night with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or a new bitch, or, you know what I'm saying? And it just got so fucking frustrating. And then people started really, you know, gravitating towards it because it was like, yo, this nigga's making a lot of sense. Single mothers fucking suck. Straight up. It fucking sucks. Especially when you don't got no kids. Cause I can't empathize with it. I don't know what the fuck I don't know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no fucking kids. So after seeing all this shit, the bitches was always broke. You know what I'm saying? Always mad. You know what I'm saying? Always tired. Never got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to sit here and tell y'all like, yo, this was the shit. No, it was fucking awful. And not only was it awful, these kids suffered because they was tangled in the middle. Niggas coming in and out of their house because their mama's still trying to have a life. Arguing with the father and shit like that for the kids. The kids was seeing a lot of shit that they shouldn't seen. I just seen single mothers treat their kids like pure shit in front of strangers, in front of anybody. You know? So I gave y'all the raw, and I'm going to keep giving y'all the real when it comes to single mothers. Like I said, I had a whole show, total different topic, plans, ready to go. Then this came across my desk. And my jaw dropped. My jaw dropped, and I said, we got to really talk about this, man, in a real fucking way. How Black single mothers demonize good Black fathers. There are some men out here who are desperately fighting to see their kids. And it's pathetic that they actually have to fight to see their kids. And this is why I don't believe half of these hoes struggle. I don't believe half of the shit that these bitches talk about as far as they going through it, life is hard, this and that. No, you make it very hard for these men to see their kids. You could lighten your load if you got off of your high horse and got out of your feelings and let go of your pride. But again, this goes to show you that most Black women do not love their children. They maintain them until they can use them. You become useful as an adult to fixing the bullshit of the Black single mother. Kids are merely objects to propel her happiness. And what I mean by that is the benefits that come with it. The sympathy and empathy that they get just for having kids, even being a bum bitch, making stupid decisions. A bum bitch, fucking a bum nigga, creating more life, creating more struggle, producing more poverty, producing more downtrodden, violent children, producing more promiscuous girls. They're not producing the best people. Whenever the kids of single mothers are successful, it's in spite of the single mother and the conditions that the single mother put them through. Because trust and believe, these kids are not being raised, they're just being maintained. Which means they're doing the bare minimum just so they don't die. Which is fucking pathetic. When you look at other cultures who actually love their kids. When you look at these other cultures, they actually love their kids because the kids were planned and there are plans for the kids. We don't take it one day at a time when you're talking about life. We don't try to get to Friday when you got life on the line. See, this is the problem with the Black single mother. She just trying to get to Friday. She just trying to survive. Not thrive, but survive. And these kids are being deprived of a great life because of your poor planning. Because of your poor decision making, these children have got to grow up not knowing what it's like to be in a stable environment. These kids can feel the stress that you single mothers have, not knowing where your next fucking dollar is going to come from because you're terrible with money. You're terrible at planning. If you can't fucking feed your own self and you can't support your own ass, why bring life into the world? Because there's benefits to it. Now you're in the system. And once you're in that system, you'll probably never get out. Degree or no degree, articulate or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Once you become a fucking single mom, consider yourself a fucking failure. Someone has to say that to you because no one says it to these women. So they steady think this is appropriate. This is very inappropriate. And if you want to throw your life away, that's fucking fine. But why throw the kids' life away? These kids don't deserve to be with parents who don't have a plan, a mother who doesn't have a plan, who is just winging it, figuring it out as they go. See, this is another reason why Black folks need to be around white folks. You need to stop that damn the white man and the damn these motherfuckers. You need to start going around these motherfuckers because if you have the right mindset, perspective, you can become inspired. Niggas don't inspire me. The nigga community is nothing to be inspired by. I get inspired around Jews, Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie. Even though Mexicans hate our Black ass, I get inspired by looking at how they run their community. I'm inspired by the Arab community. I'm inspired by how they make their wives women. How those women live for the family. They don't got 30-year-old, 35-year-old grandmothers in the Arab community. They don't have this raggedy shit in other cultures. We have created a raggedy culture and people are too scared to call it raggedy. Nothing great is coming out of this shit as of lately, man. Pure raggedy bullshit. We have manufactured all of our murderers. Most of these little boys out here that's murdering are spoiled, were spoiled little motherfuckers when they was young by single mothers. Little bastards with the Jordans every time they came out. Good for goddamn nothing right now. And I ask a lot of these single mothers, why? Why reproduce the ratchetness? Never an answer. But then when you get a good man, who does right by you, it's still not good enough. So I ask these bitches, what is it that you bitches really want? Because it's not a family. You don't love the child. Whenever you are demonizing a good father, you know, because you hurt or you jealous, that shows you don't love your child. Most of you motherfuckers hate your father. You hate your father because your mother said so. Most of you niggas who didn't grow up with a father, man. You hate your dad. Oh, my daddy wasn't never there. Because your mother wouldn't let him. I got a homie right now. He got a son that's a junior. Look just like him. The son hate his guts. This man make $100,000 a year. Been paying his child support. The mother will not let him see his son. And then when she does, he's already pre-programmed with her bitterness. That's why I've always told you the worst thing that could ever happen to you, besides prison, was being raised by a black single mother. Because she gonna make sure to put her bitterness on you. You were never loved, you were maintained. We gonna talk serious today. You wasn't loved, you was maintained. And when you became of age, you were being used. Shay was fucking your credit up, putting shit in your name. Other coaches, your fucking 18-year-old, still trying to find their way in life. They wasn't paying rent. Black woman got these motherfucking 16-year-olds paying rent. Greed. Realize that you were just a check. My closest friend, his mother took child support checks and went on vacations and all types of shit. Didn't buy him clothes for school. I gave him my hand-me-downs. That's my brother. I used to see that shit on his face. I helped him when we was in high school, I helped him get a job and shit like that. He was under me. And he'd tell you, his mother was bogus as hell. She was getting thousands from a good man with a good job. She was getting child support for 2 kids and wasn't giving them shit. Was kicking it with niggas on that money. It's a shame. I done dated single mothers who have lied and pretended as though they didn't even have a child. And then eventually told me they had a child. Lost custody of their child. Don't even go see their child, but want to fucking kick it with me. Want to know where the hell I'm at all the time. Why you ain't answer your phone? Why the fuck you ain't go see your fucking child? Worrying about where the fuck I'm at. Worry about where the fuck your kids at. You in here shaking ass, going live, doing duck lips and shit online and in the gram and shit. Where your kids? These bitches don't love their kids. That's happened to a few of my homies. A lot of bitches losing custody of their kids and still out here partying like it's no tomorrow. We got examples of that on TV. We got Sky from Black King, We got Gucci Man, baby mama, wife, or whatever the fuck. There's a lot of bitches out here abandoning their children in pursuit of a man. I think at one point in time before we got to this red pill shit, we were not cold-hearted, man. We wasn't cold-hearted. Experience will make you cold-hearted. We actually believed that you guys were good women. Niggas was actually, I'm still gonna say I'm a gentleman, but niggas really had hope with dealing with y'all. But it's at this point, your behavior is being documented so heavily as a collective. You guys are hopeless. Your priorities are just totally wrong. You guys wait until late in life to want to get it together and get with real good men. And by that time, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. You know? You can continue, hitting the clubs, doing dicks. Nobody gives a fuck. We're not here to stop you. I'm gonna continue to let you destroy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can't be saved. I'm not in the business of saving y'all hoes. I give y'all ass the information. You do this. I've been preaching to y'all ass for 7, 8, almost 10 years now. Do you know within that whole span, I could name at least 3 black women on YouTube who couldn't stand my guts, but they single mothers again, or newly found single mothers now? Facts. I watched them grow into single mothers. I watched them articulate, debate, curse, kick and scream to become single mothers. The fall off is real. I watched it with my own eyes, and a lot of y'all did too. Brothers like Brown Hornet, who've been down since the beginning. Listen, y'all seen it. These same hoes every day couldn't stand my guts. Some of them, they probably not around because they got another baby. See, I know I'm right. And I know what I was saying could help. Marry before you carry is my slogan. I came in with that. Now it's moving around and everything like that, and I'm flattered. But this is the home of it. This is the home of the whole marry before you carry movement. But now I don't give a shit about it because you guys are nothing to marry. When you guys have these kids become a weapon against the black man and a shield against accountability. Let me say that again. These children are a weapon against the black man and a shield against accountability. These kids are a weapon and a shield. You know? These bitches get to use this motherfucking child to destroy your life, to destroy this man. And then whenever we call her to action, to be responsible, to be accountable for anything she does, any shortcomings, she blames it on the kid. She's shielded from all responsibilities and accountabilities because she got a baby. We as a society are paying for the recklessness, the irresponsibility of the black woman. Tax dollars pay for what she does in the bedroom. She enjoyed every last minute of getting pregnant. But we gotta pay for it. And she got something to say. That's why I always told you, the words of a single mother don't count. I don't give a fuck about her degree. I don't give a fuck about her good job. If she was stupid enough to have a baby out of wedlock, it don't count. Save it. Save it. How dumb could you be? You don't have a father, huh? You got every excuse in the world. Who told you this was a good idea? What kind of life do these kids have? Will they have? Oh, I'm a good mother. Bullshit. The only people who can tell you that you were a good mother is the child you raised when they become of age. Most people are too afraid to tell the black single mother she was terrible at raising you. They say, black man, oh, you must got mommy issues. Okay. We got mommy issues. Who fucking fault is that? Black man, black woman, don't let nobody tell you you got mommy issues. And you take it as it's something that you need to fix. Mommy issues is your mother's fault. Yeah, who hurt you? You didn't hurt you. You didn't hurt you. So the person that should be getting the most scrutiny is the person who actually did the hurting. My father's out there, man. I feel for you, man. Because the black single mother is the dagger in your back every day. The black single mother is everything that you said the white man is. Throw that away. Because that's not what you battling no more. Martin Luther King, them, they had their day with that shit. That's over. The white man don't even know y'all trying to fight him. Your battle every day is with Keisha and Tasha. And having a baby bomb. And I try to teach y'all niggas all the time. to respect yourself, but niggas say I'm dick police. If you want to damage and destroy your life, go ahead. But if you want to save yourself, you will be listening to me. Because having a child with today's black woman is your demise. It's no good to you and it's damn sure no good to that child. Don't let Instagram fool you. I've been in these households with these single mothers. The house is in disarray. They treat these kids like pure shit. Everything's raggedy. There's no plan. They're looking to you to fix a broken system that she created. You'll be a damn fool to waste your good time and resources on an irresponsible bitch and her kids. That's her problem. She want to be a strong black woman, let her. These bitches won't let you be a father. They're evil. You're talking about a batch of bitches that will get on a table and risk their lives to kill the baby that's inside of their womb. And we supposed to take these hoes serious. They got control of the life in their womb. And then when the life comes out, they got control of them kids' lives, even though they bum-ass bitches at best. Good men want their children from you, and they can't have them because you utilize the system because you're an evil piece of shit. And you take these kids and deny them their fathers. You don't want to raise them. You don't love them. Give them away. Evil. The level of evil. Brothers out here deleting themselves because they can't get custody. You know? Brothers really want their kids. Years ago when I was firefighting, a girl came to the station and brought her kids she just gave birth to and dropped them off. Rang the doorbell and left. Left them at the firehouse, bro. That's evil, man. It's good men out here who want their kids, who can't get their kids from these bitches. I'm seeing this shit all the time. So let's get this straight. We got a batch of women who terminate the babies in their womb. Will go on a table and had them stick shit up in their body and pull out the baby piece by piece. Completely dehumanize the child. Then she can give the child away. Then, or she could keep the child hostage. So regardless of how good of a job you have, I know another brother, he's a firefighter, one of my real close friends. He had a daughter that he couldn't see. Baby mama, you know what I'm saying, living in a damn, like a one-room shack. He got a big-ass house and everything. Won't get a child up. Rather hold on to the child, have the child live a shitty life to collect a check. Are they doing what's best for these children? No. The black single mother does what's best for her. So regardless of how good of a job you have, everything, you can have everything, the state gonna give your kid to these bum bitches because they wanna see more of this ratchet shit. Because there's profitability in this ratchet shit. When your child support check gets sent, it goes through a few hands, and a few departments get paid. A few, you know what I'm saying, departments and shit get paid before it goes to this bitch. It's a system involved, and this evil bitch wants to be a part of it. So everything you thought the white man is, your baby mama is. Everything you thought the white man was, your baby mama is. You talk all that black power shit, child support is your slavery. Because ain't no bum niggas in custody court. I don't know what your mother told you. Bum niggas don't go to, niggas who don't want to be around their kids ain't going trying to get custody. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I told y'all, I had some other shit planned. We were gonna have a good time, but this shit got under my skin. I've never seen, I have seen this type of shit before, but I wanted y'all to see it because this is to put a visual to everything I'm talking about. Because sometimes y'all think I'm exaggerating. Oh, it's not that bad. The black woman ain't that damn bad. No, she's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. Any woman that's got another man on child support ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Lamar C for sponsoring this show today. I want to shout out Derek Eaton for sponsoring this show today. Lamar came through with a $100 super chat. Derek came through with the $50 holler, man. Said they'd rather take the child and drop him off in the drop box than get a child to the father. You know what I'm saying? Lamar say you gotta support this message. I appreciate y'all brothers, man. Appreciate y'all, man. No matter how good your job is, man, these bitches are trying to take you to the cleaners. Not even that. They just holding the child hostage. They don't do what's in the best interest of the child. If you know you still want to go out here and be a hoe, why put your kids in the midst of the shit? Half y'all hoes just drop your kids off here and there. You just drop your kids off. You know what I'm saying? And we got to stop giving these black women participation points in being a mother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest. I want to slow this shit down. I want Mother's Day to honestly be a day where you check in and we check your report card. Because I'm tired of bitches getting Mother's Day praise when they are terrible mothers. Your Mother's Day card needs to be a report card. We need to check and see every year. We need to see how good of a mother you was. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem is we patting y'all on the back, giving y'all hoes props for doing bare minimum to nothing. And y'all have not felt the heat yet. We have not put the fire to y'all feet for the fuck ups y'all been doing. Now, we're going to walk this down slow. Hopefully we can take some calls. But this one right here, this shit got under my skin, y'all. I was watching this. I was like, I got to share this with the church. Couldn't believe I saw this, man. But a lot of y'all brothers are going through this same thing right now. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. These bitches are demonizing you as a man to your children. But I just want you guys to know this. One day, fellas, your son, your daughter's going to come of age, and they going to see the true colors of their mother. They're going to see the true colors of their mother. And I know the woman is scared of that day. The black single mother is scared of that day when their kids realize that they were selfish and didn't do what was in the best interest of them, and demonize their father because they were in their feelings. Shout out to Florida Man coming through with a $125 super chat sponsoring our shows today. Big sponsors today. Salute to you, minister. This is life-changing information. Keep cooking. Brother, what you about to see right here is going to be a true depiction of what brothers are going through. And like I say, my heart goes out to the fathers because I know, and I come from a father. Luckily, you know what I'm saying? Could have been bad, man. Could have been bad. I don't want to get into my whole story, but could have been bad. But luckily, I was raised by my father, you know what I'm saying? And being amongst men making men, you know what I'm saying? You know, is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my father, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always make sure I'm upright. Any of y'all Muslims, you know what I'm saying, come out of the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know about being upright. I always make sure I'm upright when I'm around my father. If I'm not upright, I don't come around. That's the image that he always got to see. I got to be upright. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's a blessing, man, having a father. But some people are unfortunate. They have fathers, and these fathers are really out there reaching for their kids, but some of y'all, you know, blowing your fathers off. Some of y'all in this chat might have blew your father off. Maybe you need to sit down and have a real talk about and ask why. Whatever you feel slighted about. You feel slighted about your father not being around, you need to ask him what really happened. What's going on? Why did you deny me? Why I didn't never see you? Why weren't you never around? Why you just send money? Why? Like what happened? What was it? What was it? Me? Whatever. You need to find out. And I'm sure you'll find out that your mother put up a lot of resistance with him having to keep distance. Because a bitter woman will use you to get at him and won't give a fuck about how that scars your life. Because these are the same strong black women who say, I'm the father and the mother. They chose that. And I know there's some brothers out here, yeah, my daddy had a whole nother family. He had to start a whole nother family, man. You got another brother, another sibling you're not even close to because your mama. And you looking at your dad and his other family and you like, man, you feeling jealous. You wanted that life. You wanted to be around that. But you need to get the real story. You listen to the emotions of your mother and you jump to conclusions. Now you of age. Some questions got to be asked and answered. Because there's no reason why it's men out here, good men, coming out of the Marines, the Navy, you know what I'm saying? Good jobs, you know what I'm saying? Shit going on. Like, they not gonna deny their kid. And you know she not gonna let no man with a good job shit going on like that and not break them for no money. You know how greedy your mama is. So you're not gonna tell me this man didn't want to be a part of your life. Did she make it easy? Did she push for it? Were you taken to a different state? Moved away? Did you follow your mother along her journey to where she's trying to find herself and do what's right, do what she want to do and chase her dreams and just strung you along with her? These questions have got to get asked, because why do you hate your father? If your father's a decent man, if your father upright, why you hate your father? What he do? He got nice house, nice things going on. How could this? You ain't never asked yourself? And your mama still struggling. So why you hate your fathers? Like my homie, man, his son is his junior. Could you imagine you looking at your little you hate you? He like 17, 18, hate his daddy. Hate. Rage. Why do the judges say this crazy bitch need to have the kids? Even and the kids got to struggle with her through her struggle. You know? But we gonna walk this down slow, man. This is a child custody hearing. Let's just, hey man, relax and just watch this shit. We gonna go through this shit piece by piece. We walking this down slow.
I'm taking care of my son.
Well, when you make comments like I'm incapable, that's not true. I have hundreds of single mothers that appear before me every month that are working 3 and 4 jobs at a time, doing the best they can to support their kids.
Who do you currently work for?
Houston Police Department.
Is Mr. Cost a good father?
On the outside.
Okay, so the girl right here, this is his baby mama. The brother on the right, the cop, he's the father. Okay, he got his lawyers, she got her lawyer, stenographer, and then you got the judge.
So in the last 3 months, how many times have you seen your son?
Once, for approximately 10 minutes.
In 3 months?
Yes.
He's seen his son for 3 months. He's seen it for 10 minutes. Now look at the evil in this bitch face. I know she was probably looking good back in the day when you met her and shit like that. She's light skinned with the hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? But look at the evil. I want you to see the evil, man. This is what brothers end up going through. So it don't matter about the you know what I'm saying, your typical average looking ratchets. Like, no, all of these women are capable of using this system and they will do it. They will fucking do it. So when you don't be listening to these hoes when they got baby fever and all that shit. No, nigga. Because this is what you got to watch out for, black man.
Sir, I wasn't able to hold him. I wasn't able to do anything. She stood there and she held him with the police there. And I was only able to rub his foot and try to talk to him.
when I would ask for help with our son, he claimed he had to go to work, which is valid. But even on his off days, he would take extra jobs. I was pretty much taking care of our son most of the time by myself.
So she's mad this man work hard. Black women. And it's a mixed one. She mad that this black man work hard. See, this is what I be talking about. They don't know what they want. You get a hard-working black man and you don't know what to do with him.
Myself, feeding, cleaning, and doing other household things because I didn't have a job and I still don't have a job.
Yo, bum ass don't have a fucking job. Of course he's got to pick up the slack. That's what men do. Didn't I tell y'all earlier this week? These hoes complain. Men lace up their boots and get to work. They complain and want equality, but they not willing to get out here and do extra work. And all she got to do is maintain the household, and she complaining about that with her bum ass. She don't got a job. And she mad you working overtime. Black man, stay out of the business of trying to please these bitches because they unpleasable. They are stupid at best. And when she gets another 10 years in life, she gonna be kicking herself in the ass, dreaming of a man like this. A man working overtime and you mad.
That I have no way to pay for childcare, and I asked for help, and that wasn't available to him. He said he couldn't afford it, but yet he's been able to afford vacations this year. He's
objection narrative.
That's sustained. Miss Castaigne, you're under oath. I need to ask you, did you do anything in the last 90 days to prohibit Mr. Cost from spending time with Chase?
I just asked my attorney what I should do.
Your attorney? You have an attorney? Are you trying to tell me, Ms. Castaigne, that someone from the AG's office told you that you should not allow Mr. Cost to spend time with his son?
They told me I didn't have to open the door because
all right.
Because of the manner he was coming in.
Okay.
He came unannounced. Well, he texted, but he was here unannounced. And I had to call the police because we were not on good terms.
Objection narrative.
Sustained.
Now, do you have any objection to him visiting with Jace?
No, the problem was I don't feel safe in his presence.
No domestic violence reports, none of that. Because if there was, he wouldn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know how that goes with the blue. So, bruh, no. You know what I'm saying? So, again, she's bullshitting and she's lying.
Okay. Do you have any problem with him taking Jace with him and visiting him at his home?
Yes.
And what is your reason for not wanting him to visit with him in his own home?
Well, he doesn't live by himself anymore. He's in a completely new relationship, and I don't know who that person is.
Since you don't know, or do you have any specific reasons to know whether or not she would have a...
So she don't want to let him see the child and have the child spend the night or come to his house because he got a girlfriend and she don't feel comfortable around his girlfriend. So let me get this straight. You hold my child hostage and then you want to hold my life hostage. You know what I'm saying? And this is the bitterness of a woman that's alone. You know? And the crazy part about it is she got a boy. This little boy, every day this little boy is in her presence, that little boy is doomed. That little boy is not being loved. I know it.
Cause any harm to Jace?
I just don't know that person. And also he's a police officer and he's like to leave his guns and weapons around.
Always remember, Miss Costan, no matter what you think, it's not about your comfort.
Okay, so she don't trust a police officer to handle his firearms correctly in his own home with his own damn son. You don't think he would have his shit locked up? Like, come on, man.
Well, I'm thinking of Jace.
Okay, but you said it's about your comfort, and it's not about your comfort. It's about Jace's comfort.
Someone has to speak for Jace.
No, ma'am. That's where you're wrong. That's my job.
Okay.
The state of Texas pays me to make sure that I do things that what I think are in the best interest of the child. That's me.
Bingo.
See, the problem that I have, ma'am, is that through this testimony, I'm not sure that I'm really getting to the bottom of what's going on here, but I'm going to do the best I can. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm asking for back child support because he's only given me $850 between the time of November and April.
This is what I don't understand. How do you get the right to ask for child support when you don't even have a job? He giving you money and you don't even have a damn job. You can't even bring in your half. You need to lose the kid. This is crazy, man.
But y'all lived together again from January, February, and March for those 3 months from January to March?
Yes.
Okay.
During that time, isn't it a fact that Mr. Cost paid the rent for the residents?
Yes.
You didn't contribute to the household at all, did you?
I paid for groceries and everything else that needed to be done for our son.
But Mr. Cost paid the rent, right?
Yes, he paid for rent.
Isn't it also true? Is it also true that he paid for your insurance, car insurance?
Let me slow you down. What that means is with this bum ass, but see, I told y'all, no matter how good they look, how pretty their hair is, how light the skin may be, this bitch is still a goddamn bum. Now listen to me. She paid for the groceries because she gets welfare. She gets food stamps. She's counting that. He's actually going out working 2 shifts, getting income into the home. You're on government assistance and you're trying to get credit for that in court.
Yes.
And there were direct payments of maybe upwards of $1,200 or more dollars.
I don't know how much money. I don't have that information.
But
that
there were direct payments made to you, correct?
Direct payments towards the apartment?
No, to you, where he would Zelle you. He never Zelled you any money? Sent you money by Zelle?
He Zelled me some money, but it wasn't $1,200. I don't know what you're talking about $1,200 for.
Okay, so he paid your car note. I'm sorry, your insurance. He paid the rent where you were living, and he made some direct payments through Zelle to you in some amount, right?
Yeah, a couple dollars here and there.
Okay, and weren't there numerous instances where he asked you to be able to contribute to the child's well-being, and you denied him that opportunity, correct?
No, that's not correct. He never asked me to contribute to my son's well-being when I was paying for everything that he needed.
You're living in his house.
My entire family has supported him since he was born. His family has not.
Hold on. See, slow these hoes down with this entitled shit. It's not the family. It's not his family's obligation or your family's obligation to take care of your child. Both of you two motherfuckers got in that bedroom and made this motherfucker. It is y'all responsibility. If anybody else from any side wants to help, that's a plus. But it's nothing to be coming into the fucking courtroom trying to brag about or utilize as some type of defense, as if your family is better than his family. Bullshit. It doesn't matter. One thing we can say is every party involved is better than you, because you don't have any way of feeding your own fucking kid without government assistance.
You never offered to pay to buy diapers and
No,
texted you about
no,
asking you what your son needed?
no, because my family supplied all those diapers and wipes.
And you didn't. You strong black female, you strong black woman, you with your opinion, but you can't even fucking take care of the child that came out of your funky ass womb. And then you're in the courtroom trying to brag about what your parents are doing. You are a grown ass woman, and you decided to do grown ass shit by having a grown ass motherfucking some grown ass sex and having a baby with your grown ass, and you can't take care of it. That's the facts. One thing about it, everybody involved is better than you. You're the deadbeat with a whole lot of opinion.
When he was born. So we were good for at least those 3 months.
Now, you testified earlier that Mr. Cost was, you felt unsafe with him being around your son. Now, during the time that 2 different times you lived with him, wasn't he a caretaker or caregiver also?
He barely watched him. There was days that I didn't even sleep. That I was taking care of myself.
Salute to this man watching this woman lie and keeping his composure. Cause brother, my blood is boiling. It takes a lot for a motherfucker to just sit there and be lying on you and not get emotional. I had to learn that. Motherfuckers lie on you on the internet, so you gotta keep your composure. And niggas get you out of your element. But a bitch too in the courtroom, you see, when I tell y'all shit, I tell y'all the truth. Then I tell y'all that bitches know how to make it look good in court. She coming in here, she looks like a damn victim. You know, she looks good. She looks like, believable. Waiting for the crocodile tears for her to say she's abused. He's abusive. That's the scary thing. That's why I tell you niggas, stop going to court looking guilty. Clean yourself up. Brush your face. Cut that damn vigilante beard you got on your face. Cut that spotty shit off. You know what I'm saying? You niggas want to come with all them tattoos on your face and them dread like, all right, this bitch gonna win your kid all the time, nigga. Try it your way. Try it your way though, man. Because y'all niggas don't want to believe me a lot of times. Try it your way.
Son.
Did you ever leave Mr. Koss alone with you guys' son?
Yes, several times he would, when he's the baby is like 2-3 months, he can't really move. So if I needed to take a shower, he would play the video game while the baby's in a rocker.
So you never left Mr. Koss at home with Jace?
Not
went
for
to the grocery store or shopping?
Not for a whole day.
But for several hours though, right?
For a couple hours, yes.
On numerous occasions, correct?
Yes.
So why is it that you feel unsafe that with Mr. Koss being around your son, not wanting him to take Jace away when you left him alone with him with the same circumstances?
The start of me feeling unsafe was when I moved back in with him back in January. I started to feel him being manipulative, him asking me to sign a
manipulative. Now listen to this. This is that. Oh my God. I don't want to say that YouTuber's name, but this is that type of shit that she would say. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of shit that bum bitch would say. But listen to what you say. I feel like he's being manipulative.
Contract that would say he would back in January. The start of me feeling unsafe was when I moved back in with him back in January.
Now, your bum ass, because you ain't got shit, you move back in with your baby daddy. Now listen to this, y'all.
I started to feel him being manipulative, him asking me to sign a contract that would say he would pay me $500 a month instead of doing child support.
So that's manipulative. Him asking you to sign a contract so you won't put him on child support. But no, I'd rather run to the white court system and really get this nigga where it hurts. Because I'm not shit and I'm only defined by the niggas who nutted in me. You're just a baby mama.
Also, him threatening me for 3 days to kick me out instead of trying to work something out as adults.
Kicking a bum bitch out your shit. You a grown ass woman. You can't hold your own. Give me the child. You can't do it.
So we both could financially take care of our son on good terms instead of this whole situation that is now occurring now.
Do you think it's important for a child to have interaction with both parents?
It's very important, but he also wasn't thinking about that once he kicked us out.
Objection, non-responsive. Now you kept your Jace away from his father for months at a time. Isn't that correct?
He didn't kick y'all out. He kicked you out and you took the baby with you and you went to your parents' house. That's how that shit goes. Ain't no man, ain't no strong black, free-thinking black man with his shit in order. I know this nigga doing his thing because it takes a lot of sacrifice to even get this fucking job. Ain't gonna kick his own fucking child out with your raggedy ass. He kicked you out, you took the damn baby. And he knows what it is. He cannot get no domestic violence shit arguing with you back and forth, so he let you take the child with you and go to your mother's house. That's what the fuck happened. That's exactly how this shit happens.
Only like 2 months.
I'm telling you right now, because if he was a bad man, with all this shit going on, he would have some type of domestic charge on him. He still has his job, which lets me know he doesn't have a domestic violence charge on him. Because you could not, if the charge is pending, you're suspended off top. So cops don't play with that shit. Firefighters don't play with that shit. Paramedics don't play with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Judges don't play with that shit. Teachers can't play with that shit. A lot of motherfucking jobs from the state, you cannot have a domestic violence charge. That's why a lot of hoes get away with a lot of shit with dudes that work in municipalities and shit like that. And that's the scary part about having those jobs. These bitches could just do and say whatever because they know that all they got to do is just say some shit to your job and you done. That's the truth.
At the most.
2 months. How would you feel if you were deprived of seeing your son for 2 months?
I would not feel great.
You wouldn't like that, would you?
No.
Isn't the fact that you were so uncooperative that Mr. Koss had to seek assistance from the police to see his son? Isn't that correct?
The police officer had to bring the police with him to her to get his son. That's how evil the black single mother is.
That was the time he came.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that correct?
Yes, he came unannounced.
On how many occasions did he have to?
See how she got to sneak that in there? She couldn't just say yes. Yeah, he came unannounced. Come on, man.
Seek assistance from the police.
Once.
Now, did you allow him to see his son at that point?
No, because.
Salute to this brother's composure. The composure is everything for me.
He came unannounced.
He did not attempt to text you on numerous occasions.
That morning, he did not call or text, so he came unannounced to a property that he's not allowed on.
He didn't know he was coming.
No, I did not know.
Isn't the bottom line that you're angry that you guys are no longer together? That's why you keeping his son away from him?
No, I am feeling unsafe around him because he's manipulative.
Okay. Pass this witness, Judge.
You're a witness, Miss Overstreet.
Who do you currently work for?
Houston Police Department.
And your attorney had sent over some paycheck stubs.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to ask the court to enter into evidence the paycheck stubs. I think
What's the title of the document, Ms. Overstreet?
Let me find it. I think it's.
Now, again, no bum ass niggas are getting attorneys as well. This is what black men have to go through to see their sons, to see their daughters, attorneys and everything like that. And this is what black women put these black men through. This is a black man who serves the community, who's risked his life every damn day for the people of Houston. And this is what he has to come home to. So when y'all go playing with the police and shit like that, y'all don't know what their fucking personal life is like. Leave them niggas alone, comply, or get your ass whooped. Or they gonna bring out motherfucking Officer Cujo. You know what I'm saying? These are the hoes that stress the cops out. Y'all be wondering, man, the police, they beating us up. Well, they gotta come home to Keisha and Tasha. And they got them on child support. And they fucking them over with their kids. So if you bitches would be nicer to these police behind the scenes, they may be nicer to the world. Punk motherfuckers.
Says pay statement.
Okay.
No objection.
Yes, it does. It says pay statement.
Is this the document you're asking me to review?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Castine, the state is asking me to look at the wage information that's been provided by Mr. Koss. Is it okay if I look at this information?
Now, they gonna bust down his wage. This nigga getting some decent money, and I do not understand why the system is even letting this bitch have the kid with the type of money he bringing in.
Yes.
State's Exhibit A? B. State's Exhibit B is admitted into evidence.
Your Honor. And the very last paycheck on there shows his year to date. And if there's no objection, I have actually looked at all this and calculated. And if there's no objection, I'd just like to do a summary of the evidence of what it says.
No objection.
Does Ms. Chastain, do you have any objection?
No.
She's calculated the child support, Ms. Castaigne, based on some information from the wage information that Mr. Cost has provided. Ms. Overstreet is asking if it's
wait till you hear how much he gotta pay in child support.
okay if she summarizes those calculations to me.
Man, y'all niggas better wear condoms. These hoes ain't worth it.
No objection.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Overstreet.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, his year-to-date gross was $31,970.07 as of May 22nd of this year. His monthly average is $6,394.01.
He getting $6,300 a month. And I'm sorry, man. You can make some things happen with that. That's decent. $6,300 a month. You can take care of your kid with that. And this bitch ain't bringing in $1. $1. That's decent money.
The cost of insurance for the child is $227.70. The cost, oh shoot, it just shut down on me. The cost of dental added into that.
He's paying the dental. He's paying the medical. This bitch is sitting there. Look at the evil in this bitch face, though. Look at the evil in this bitch face. And he's a rookie cop. He's a rookie cop. He ain't even really got into his bag yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even talking about overtime, but we ain't talking about when they hit like the 5-year mark when they get their raise. He be well into like 90,000, something like that.
Is a total cost from insurance and dental is $251.28. His union dues a month are approximately $70.89. His net resources after taxes withheld of $1293.15 is $6,394.04. So the calculated guideline amount of child support was $955.74 a month.
I was giving him credit for all of the insurance.
$954. That he basically paying a stack. Woo! It's a nice ride. Hey man, y'all niggas better think twice before you hit that bitch from the bike, man. You want to be paying $1,000 a month and still dealing with this crazy shit with this crazy bitch? Man, you better wrap it up. $1,000 a month, man. $12K a year. And it only goes up. Every time you get greater, she takes you right to the motherfucking child support court to ask for more. This is just where you at now. Wait till you get your raises. Oh man. $1,000, man. And you still going through hell and you can't see your kid? This niggas out here now paying thousands and can't see their kid, man.
Insurance and dental.
Yes, and the union dues as well.
Dues. How much was the number again?
$955.74.
965 or 955?
55.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Any other summaries, Miss Overstreet?
No, Your Honor. I had been able to send that to Mr. Cole, and I believe that he agreed.
Miss Overstreet, Mr. Koss is on the witness stand. Do you have any questions for Mr. Koss?
Yes, I do. Mr. Koss, how long have you worked for the Houston Police Department?
I believe about 1 year and 7 months.
Okay. And
like I said, he's a rookie cop, so most of these rookie cop programs are pretty much the same. You start off with like 55, then it goes to 75 for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He passed his probation period, so that's why she at his pockets now.
has your salary been about the same the entire time you worked there?
No, ma'am. When I started the initial, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, the salary is $1,200, and then once you get off probation, then it goes up to $1,600. That's biweekly.
Okay. And during that time frame, would your union dues have been a little less? Are they based on your salary, or is it just the same?
I believe it's the same. So it's the same for the first 6 months out of the 9 that I said. It doesn't start. There are no union fees. And then after that, actually, I believe the first 4 months, because it's while you're in the academy, and then on month 5, the union fees start, and then on to 5 to 9, the union fees are the same.
Okay. Now, was your son on the insurance during that time?
Look at this woman. She's still dead in the face. See, I want y'all to pay attention, man. This is what y'all signing up for. When y'all talk about some stop deep police, well, I'll be trying to save niggas from this. So if y'all want to join this, by all means, man, I'm gonna save the young niggas, because old niggas just get mad. Old niggas is old and bitter and want to make YouTube videos. I'm gonna save the young niggas and make sure they don't have to go down this path. This young man right here, fresh out the academy, trying to get his feet planted in this game, you know what I'm saying? Doing his thing, got a son, you know what I'm saying? Can't see his own son, you know what I'm saying? Serving the community upright. Why in the fuck does this bitch want to take this man through hell? Because she mad. Because she hurt. And you blew it. I can look at her face and tell you that she pushed this man away.
Is he on the insurance yet?
No, ma'am. So he's not on the insurance yet. At the date of enrollment, when I tried to get the information to place him on the insurance, Jasmine would not respond, so I could place him onto the insurance.
Okay.
So I was told that we would be able to do that now.
Okay. Your Honor, I have nothing further of Mr. Cost. Pass the witness.
Your witness, Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Cost, you heard Ms. Castaigne's testimony describing you as careless with your weapons. Was that an accurate depiction of your behavior around your son?
No, sir, not at all. All of my weapons are cared and managed in the way that I've been taught, in a way that is no hazard, no danger to a child. I will say that what she's discussing is the weapon was in a case and a lot.
He should have never said that. He should have never said that. I would have never said nothing about that. But yes, his fucking weapons, you know they're gonna be locked up, man. Come on, man. Fucking cop, man. You know what you're doing.
Locked case against the wall. Jace was drawn to it in his walker. Once he was drawn to it, I moved the weapon to a secure location.
Okay. But it was in a locked setting.
Absolutely. No ammunition near it, in it, even in the house. The ammunition was kept in my vehicle.
Now, during the two different times, two occasions that you and Miss Castaigne lived together, did you?
Again, look at the staleness of that dead face. She is angry, man. This is what brothers come home to. I wish I could zoom in on just her, but that's what brothers got to go home to.
Support your son. Did you support your son?
Yes, sir.
Did you pay the rent where he was residing?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you also you paid for Miss Castaigne's car insurance?
Correct.
Maybe about $9.
Paid your bum ass car insurance. Come on, man. Come on, man. How are you taking a man to court? You can't even pay your own way. This is why I tell broke bitches, why are you fucking? You broke. You can't afford to fuck. You can't pay your car insurance. You can't put food in the child's mouth. You can't put a roof over your head. You can't even move around, but you say you run around here throwing your weight around. That's how motherfucking confident bitches think because they got pussy, they can just do this type of shit.
Payments or so?
Yes, sir. There was payments of insurance. There was cash on hand that she was able to use and access at any time. If she needed it, if Jace needed things while I was at work.
He giving her cash. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is a good brother right here, man. Y'all hoes talk all that shit about black men. When black men do what we do, y'all do this to us. Y'all do this shit to us. When we set you up, he could have housewifed you. But you want to be a bitch and still take the man to court. That's why God is going to kick you in the pussy, man. God is going to kick your ass in the motherfucking pussy.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
As well.
About how much do you think you gave her in direct payments through Zelle or whatever other means you may have used?
Yeah, anywhere ranging between 800 to 1,200, somewhere in there.
In addition to the other things you mentioned.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did also, and there is text messages to back this, have asked on many occasions whether she needed additional money, whether it was diapers, whether it was whatever he needed to just request those things from me.
And what was her response?
There was no response. And many times I had to fight just to get the address for her to send, so I could send Jace's clothing. I purchased him clothing and diapers at one point. I asked.
Look at all this shit that brother got to go through. Got to beg to get the address to send shit for your kids. But again, these kids are living in this nightmare called the single mother. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to a kid because you're going to end up hating your father, listening to this bitter ass bitch who makes bad decisions with money in her life and yours in the balance.
For maybe days before she would actually give me the address She told me to use my cop means to find it, which is illegal. She told me to figure it out. And then finally she was able to give me.
So she gonna tell you, yeah, you a cop, you can find me, whatever. She ain't gonna tell. See, this is that bitter bitch. You know what I'm saying? And look at her stale face. She looks dead. And again, that's what God does. God kicks him right in the pussy and let him know. She feeling it. She feeling it. Because deep down inside, she knows she fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because once a real nigga got with his shit together, is fed up, we don't give a fuck about you. You can keep your pussy. There are plenty more.
The address, and I was able to send him that. That was the only instance where she actually responded to me. Other than that, she never asked.
Have you used your position as a police officer to intimidate Miss Chastain?
No, sir. Not by any means. Every time that the second time that I came to the house that I brought the police with me was so she could feel safe. It was not a form of intimidation.
How many times did you request assistance from the police to see your son?
Only that one additional time. Based on her reaction and how upset she got, I didn't come back anymore. She denied me that time, and she made it very clear that she did not want me to come back. I would not be seeing him.
So,
okay. So that's these bitches denying you the right to see your kid. But yet they get online, they get on Facebook, they get on the blogs, they hashtag and they do all this shit that we deadbeats and niggas deadbeats and leaving women with children. This is the real story on how this shit goes down. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas don't tell their stories. We don't get to see their stories. You know what I'm saying? But this is reality. For a lot of brothers out here who in custody battles with a bitch that's like this.
In the last 3 months, how many times have you seen your son?
Once, for approximately 10 minutes.
In 3 months?
Yes, sir. I did. I wasn't able to hold him. I wasn't able to do anything. She stood there and she held him with the police there. And I was only able to rub his foot and try to talk to him.
She only let him hold the foot. This is the evilness of the black single mother.
Okay. Is there a particular reason why you haven't been able to see your son?
She wouldn't allow it. She would refuse. I offered.
Look at all the power that she has. She has the power to bring life in the world. She has power to terminate life. And then she has power to, when she actually brings life, to pick and choose whether or not you get to be a part of it or not. But your paycheck is a definite, though. That's the black single mother.
To meet her, I offered to drive to her. I offered to bring police if she felt unsafe. Her mom asked me to leave my weapon at home because they felt that they were unsafe. I left my weapon in the car. I did as much as I could to just make it easy for them to allow me to see him, just be around.
Now,
so these motherfuckers just think this nigga gonna come in with a gun and just take his kid with a gun. Come on, man. You see how they try to paint the black man? You can't even do nothing positive. This man is a black man with a career in law enforcement, and you trying to demonize him like he gonna come in there with guns blazing to come get his kid. You and your funky ass mama, y'all ain't shit. And this is what black men go through.
You're trained to always have your weapon on you, correct?
And that's another thing. He went against the grain. He actually could get rolled up because he's supposed to always have his sidearm with him at all times and his badge with him at all times, because at any given moment, he is still a peace officer, no matter where he is, where he goes. That's why off-duty cops can clap you. So, end of the fucking day, he went against the grain and left his motherfucking weapon in the car. Now, for instance, if something was to happen and he didn't have his weapon and they found out that a Houston police officer was on the scene without a weapon, he's getting rolled up. He's getting suspended. So yes, he has to have his weapon. But he went against the grain, took his weapon off and left it in the car just to appease this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So putting himself in a situation where he can get reprimanded at his job just to appease this bitch and her mama. This is the black single mother, fellas.
Yes, sir, I am.
You aren't using it to intimidate anybody, are you?
No, sir, not by any means. They weren't even aware that I had the weapon until the police officers came, and I told the police officers, hey, I have my weapon on me because I know how we operate, and that they could take it. One of the officers said that he didn't even need to take it. The other officer, I just suggested to him to go ahead and take it just so there's no miscommunication, and they took the weapon.
Now, during the time that you and Miss Castaigne lived together, did you change diapers?
Yes, sir.
Did you feed him?
Yes, sir.
Bathe him?
Yes, sir.
So if the court granted you overnight visitation, would you be able to care for your son?
Absolutely, sir.
By yourself?
Absolutely.
And you also have relatives in Houston, correct?
I do.
That could assist you?
Yes, I have my sister who has 3 kids of her own. Her husband, they have a nanny. Her husband's a surgeon. They live in the Woodlands. They've already expressed they would come help me. I have my grandmother who helped raise me. I have my father who is retired, who would like nothing more than to spend time with his grandson.
So you have a safety net?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
As well.
She painted his family out to be nothing. Like they wasn't gonna be there, nothing like that. The family probably can't wait to see the motherfucking shorty. But it's these bitches who don't care about the well-being of the children. They only care about the well-being of themselves. That's a fact.
Is your own ability to take care of your son?
Yes, sir.
Now, you also asked in the court to, in addition to allow you overnight visitation with your son, that Miss Castaigne be ordered to meet you in Baytown. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that the halfway point?
That is the halfway point for us to at least just meet halfway. Once I get off work, I can drive there. She can drive there. It makes it easier on both of us.
Okay. And one final question: while you and Miss Castaigne lived together, did she ever leave you alone with Chase?
Yes, sir. There were many occasions where she left me alone with Jace to take care of him on my own.
Would she be gone for an extended period of time, or for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so?
An extended period of time. There were times where she would go out, she hung out with her friends, she's which we agreed on so she could have a break, and she left me with him to take care of him, bathe him, feed him, put him to sleep.
Were there any incidents or any problems when you
Good dude, man. He can hold this shit down. She won't allow this man to be a father. She won't allow it. Look at her. She is still over there huffing and puffing like she is actually contributing to the life of this child. You're actually a hindrance. This child is going to grow up a shitty life under your watch. Salute to the church. We made it over the 1,000 viewer threshold on a Sunday. I appreciate y'all. We are trying to break this algorithm curse. Make sure y'all tell a friend, tell them again. You know what I'm saying? Share everything on Facebook. This is a serious, powerful message we delivering today. I can't wait to hear from y'all in the calls. We're going to turn this motherfucker up, but make sure y'all sharing this shit on Facebook right now, y'all.
Cared for him by yourself?
No, sir, not at all.
Okay. Pass this witness, Judge.
Your witness, Miss Overstreet.
I don't have any other questions, Your Honor.
The state rest.
That lawyer she got is just pointless. That's a pointless ass lawyer.
Yes, Your Honor.
State's rested. Mr. Cole, do you have any rebuttal witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, needless to say, y'all, I got lots of questions. So let me see if I can get right to them. Miss Castaigne, I need to ask you, so during the time period that you and Mr. Cost lived together after Jace was born, y'all lived together as a couple, right?
We were engaged.
Okay, and they're...
Oh, another one of these I called off the engagement ass bitches. Told you, man. Told you, man. Told you. She gonna be one of them bitches that hit the wall.
Might have been issues with your own relationship, and that was caused the breakup at some point in time. But during that time period, y'all all lived together with Jace, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming that based on what normal average couples do when they live together, there were times when Mr. Cost was left alone with Chase. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, they may not have been for long periods of time, according to your prior testimony, but he was left alone with the child.
Yes.
So at some point in time, you felt safe enough with Mr. Cost being alone with Jace that you could leave Jace with Mr. Cost and you could go off and take care of whatever issues you needed to deal with, right?
Right.
All right. So let me ask you, Ms. Castine, during any of that time period that you and Mr. Cost were living together, was Jace ever left alone with Mr. Cost for, say, an entire day?
No.
Okay. And he was never left alone with Jace for an entire overnight?
No.
Okay. But there would be several hours on and off when Mr. Cost wasn't working that you needed to go run errands or spend time with your friends?
Yes.
Okay. And can I assume, Miss Castine, that the relationship that...
So he was babysitting while she was out kicking it with her friends. This bum bitch, no job, no income. You know what I'm saying? He's still dealing with her, holding this shit down. But that ain't good enough for the black single mother.
took place between you and Mr. Cost, did that take place in Houston?
Yes.
Did y'all meet in Houston?
Yes.
Were you living in Houston at the time that you and Mr. Cost came together as a couple?
Yes.
All right. What brought you to Beaumont? Why are you, or in Jefferson County? Why are you living in Jefferson County now?
Because my parents live here. I'm
Okay.
living.
You a bum ass bitch in child support court, child custody court, and you live with your parents. And you had a man who wanted to marry you, and he was providing for you. You dumb fuck. And this is what I'm telling y'all. This is what I'm telling y'all ladies right now. You gonna keep doing shit your way and gonna end up like this bitch. This is the perfect example of why we no longer believe your sob stories. Because all your wounds are self-inflicted. This man put a ring on your finger, put you in the crib. All you had to do was hold the crib down with the baby. You know what I'm saying? He working doubles, you know, and you still bitching and you still pick up and leave. This is the black woman. Wifey material, right? When you try to do the right thing, you try to do good by them, this is what you rewarded with, the court system. So I don't want to hear shit about your sob stories. Oh, I'm mentally abused. Bullshit. Now you back living with your parents as a grown-ass woman with a baby. You are a bum. You are a fucking bum and a failure. If you have a child and you are still depending on your parents to pay for shit, you are a fucking bum and a failure. Grandparents kicking in and helping out is optional. It should be some shit that's like something that they do when they got free time and they want to just hang out with the grandbabies and shit. But having to be obligated to take care of your kids because you can't do it, you're a fucking bum and a failure. Period.
With the grandparents.
And that's fine. And how long have your family lived in Jefferson County?
For years, since I was 4.
Okay. But it would be fair to assume that the relationship that took place between you and Mr. Cost started and ended in Harris County.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there were some issues that happened last year where you and Mr. Cost split up, but then y'all reconciled and you lived together again with Mr. Cost up until the very early part of March of 2020.
He gave it another try with your bum ass.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
That's okay, ma'am. I do it too. I have to be careful. All right. So during the 3 months since March until now, has Mr. Cost had any contact with Jace?
No.
Okay.
Just that one time he came.
And the one time that he came with the police and he got to spend a few minutes with Jace.
Yeah.
A few minutes. And this is what they are allowed to do. Give you a few minutes. How is this bum who lives with her parents got more power than the man that's a provider? Fellas, it's one thing to complain about the system, but it's another thing to be aware. At this point, I'm making y'all aware. So if you decide to go sign up to have your freedom stripped and you didn't watch, you can't unsee what I show you. You can't unhear what I tell you. If you do this shit, it's your fault at this point. I don't give a fuck how pretty a bitch is or how big her ass is. If you do this shit, you gonna be stuck in this shit. Nutting that bitch, you stuck with that bitch. And this is exactly what she's gonna do to you in the courtroom when she gets your kids, nigga.
Miss Castaigne, you're under oath. I need to ask you, did you do anything in the last 90 days to prohibit Mr. Cost from spending time with Chase?
I just asked my my attorney what I should do.
Your attorney? You have an attorney?
I spoke to the child support secretary.
He like, you got an attorney? You broke bitch? How you get an attorney?
Through the system, what I should do. I asked for help because he was being very.
Okay, that's not my question, Ms. Castaigne. Do you have a lawyer?
I'm telling you. I'm just.
I know, but see, here's the thing. I just want you to answer my question, okay? I've got a pretty good idea of where this is going, but I'm just trying to get some specifics. But the fact that you mention a lawyer now throws a little wrench in this, and I need to make sure I'm on the right track. Do you have an attorney, Ms. Castaigne?
It was the attorney through the child support system. I thought that, yes.
They don't represent you, Ms. Castaigne.
I know.
They only represent the state. So you haven't hired or paid an attorney.
No.
Okay.
So you ain't got no attorney. You bum bitch. But he do.
Okay. So are you trying to tell me, Ms. Castaigne, that someone from the AG's office told you that you should not allow Mr. Cost to spend time with his son?
They told me I didn't have to open the door because
all right.
Because of the manner he was coming in.
Okay.
Trying to make it seem like he was forcing the door down. What really happened was he came unannounced. That's what she's saying.
Counsel. You, Ms. Castaigne, for your answers. Okay.
Okay.
A couple other things real quick. So you said that he did help you with the child, that he did pay you some money. During the time periods that he paid you this.
Her lawyer is so bad. I think the judge stepped in. I think the judge stepped in to give her some type of defense. Her lawyer is terrible. Her lawyer asked literally 2 questions about a paycheck stub. That was it.
Money. Was that also at the same time that y'all were living together? Or was this times when y'all were not living together is when he sent you this money?
He sent money in April.
Okay.
And once in, I want to say it was either March. It was like $150.
So it was after y'all split up the last time.
Yeah, he just sent payments. That was it.
That's fine.
What payments have you sent? You bum bitch. See, bum bitches always got a lot to say and got a lot of rights. That's why I try to tell y'all in this country we have got to stop valuing the opinion of single mothers, bum bitches, and felons. They do not count. We got to make a list of all people whose voices don't count. We have got to start laying a foundation for people who we should not be listening to. The problem is we are letting people count. She shouldn't count. Women like her shouldn't count, but women like her got Facebooks and go in. She'll probably be on Facebook talking cash shit about this man. And it'd be a bunch of y'all hoes in the comments. Yeah, girl, he's a bum. He don't take care of his kids. He don't go see his kids.
I'm just trying to narrow down when it was the stuff, because it was kind of general and I got confused as far as when that would go. All right. So Ms. Castaigne, you do understand that at some point in time during this hearing, I'm going to give Mr. Koss specific visitation rights. You understand?
Yes. I was waiting for an earlier court date to talk about the visitation. Right. Because I had certain stipulations because he was being very aggressive and manipulative in that.
You see what I'm saying? Now he's aggressive and manipulative, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at his composure. Brother kept his composure the whole time. I'll be worked up, especially with a bitch lying on me.
Process, and our court date got further along, and now we're here, and this situation has gotten more intense. Right.
So,
church, appreciate y'all. We are at 1,100 live viewers right now. We are breaking through this algorithm. I'm gonna keep this shit going for y'all every fucking day till we get to the promised land where we supposed to be. Motherfucking 2,000-3,000 motherfucking live viewers like we supposed to be. But right now we at 1,100 live viewers. I appreciate y'all. Hashtag Minister Marathon.
But you do understand that I'm going to give Mr. Koss some visitation rights.
Yes.
Okay. And so
I have no problem with him visiting. I just wanted to be protected by the court because of the way his rash behavior.
I get it. I understand.
I don't trust, his actions. I don't know what he's going to do. He's a police officer.
You don't know what he's going to do. He's a police officer. But anytime something happens, these are the first motherfuckers you call.
I just want to make sure, Ms. Castaigne, that it's something in writing so that you're both protected.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted him to wait, and he didn't want to wait.
Well, that's fine. If I was him, I wouldn't want to wait either. But I do understand your position. So, do you believe that Jace is ready to go overnight with Mr. Koss?
No.
Okay.
See, they want to use the kid to control you. The kid is just to control him. Talk about he's not ready. Bullshit.
And why is that?
Because he's teething and he's very hard to handle right now. He hasn't been around him long enough. I feel like if he got used to him for a little bit before he can stay overnight, I just don't feel that comfortable yet.
Okay. Well, always remember, Ms. Castaigne.
You want to hold him back as much as possible. Make his life miserable as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this is what these cops be going through in their personal life. And you go over there fucking with them and talking all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to see all aspects, man. Real talk.
No matter what you think, it's not about your comfort.
Well, I'm thinking of Jace.
Okay. But you said it's about your comfort, and it's not about your comfort. It's about Jace's comfort.
Someone has to speak for Jace.
No, ma'am. That's where you're wrong. That's my job.
Facts. That's his job, man. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? This is what brothers is going through, man. I really want to hear from the church. Y'all ready to do some calls, man? Let me know. Let me get some ones in the chat. Turn the chat up. We are live Sunday sermon, nigga. We live in the church. We talking heavy. We talking heavy. I want to hear from niggas. I want to hear from my ladies. We talking heavy. Y'all ready to do these calls? What's good? What's good? What's good? We got 1,100 motherfuckers in the room. What's good? Is we gonna turn this motherfucker up or what, nigga? Let's go, nigga. Let's go. I'm about to set up the calls right now, man. I'm gonna bring in Famey Amy. Don't you niggas go nowhere. We about to get this shit popping. I'm bringing in your auntie right now.
I'm back, bitch.
Family ain't bad, this time for celebration. Bet I still got the best head in the nation. Got a little better, young pussy got wetter. Still selling broke hoes, get your shit together. Pussy on ocean and it's flowing like Atlantic. Hit them with the head, damn near make a panic. These bitches can't stand me, but they nigga ain't complaining. You might be bad, bitch, promise you ain't famous, ain't it? the back and these niggas still choosing. Still got that super soak, I'm talking good pussy. The head got better, pussy got fatter. Stupid tatted up, that's why these hoes can't stand them. Got my shit together and my money looking right. Pussy dripping cushion hair, yeah, it's still tight. Live famous, aim and take your man in one night and get a nigga back in one night. That right? I'ma show you what a 5-star look like. You want a 5-star, then pay a 5-star price. Now with famous aiming, that's a 5-star flight. Marriott suite, we had a 5-star night. Get your shit together, that's a 5-star advice. VVS shining, that's a 5-star ice. Miss famous aiming, live a 5-star life. Popping bottles all night. Welcome to the good life. Famous aiming bad, discount for celebration. Bet I still got the best head in the nation. Got a little better, young pussy got wetter. Still selling broke hoes, get your shit together. Pussy on ocean and it's flowing like Atlantic. Hit 'em with the head, damn near make 'em panic. These bitches can't stand me, but they nigga ain't complaining. You might be bad, bitch, promise you ain't famous, ain't me? Call me famous, ain't me? I can upgrade you. You got that check, I'm famous, ain't me? I can break you. Ain't gotta wanna hit the pussy, I'ma make you. You got a girlfriend, nigga, I can take you. Round one gone, baby, it's time for take let go. You say your pussy fat, this pussy regulate, boo. You got a swimming pool, I got a lake view. Fuck around and dry all up in it late, damn. I can take you, make you, and break you. She seem like a good girl, I would hate to. That's some shit that famous ain't me can't relate to. Before I go through that, I'd rather just replace you. Bye-bye, now be gone, I'm straight, boo. Bye-bye, be gone, ain't finna chase you. Like some pencil on the paper, I erase you. That's why you got that dumb look up on your face, boo. Famous ain't me bad, this time for celebration. Bet I still got the best head in the nation. Got a little better, young pussy got wetter. Still selling broke hoes, get your shit together. Pussy on ocean and it's flowing like Atlantic. Hit 'em with the head, damn near make 'em panic. These bitches can't stand me, but they nigga ain't complaining. You might be bad, bitch, promise you ain't famous, ain't me?
All right. We are live in the church. If you just tuned in, man, we talking real heavy, man. The dark side of black single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? How these women are using these children to railroad brothers. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, you know, hold your kids hostage, turn your kids against you, utilize the system. You know what I'm saying? Against the black man. So we're going to really deal with this shit in a real way today. The number's at the bottom of the screen, 563-999-3641. Make sure you call in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this shit real, man. You know, good brothers getting drugged in courtrooms because of these envious ass bitches. You know? And they say that, you know, protect all black women, protect all black. Who gonna protect the black man? Who, like I said, I don't give a shit about no accomplishments that a black woman has, because none of that shit has ever helped the free thinking straight black man. Anything that they do is not helping the black man, is not helping the community, is not helping our people. Because we the ones that actually fix every damn thing. They go out here and try and do everything, and you know what I'm saying? We the ones who fix everything. You know, they looking for us to take them on, them and their kids, and fix them. You know what I'm saying? They go out here and fuck their life up and then expect a good black man to come fix it. That's the expectation, because they know that they can't do this shit on their own, but they try to tell the world that they strong, and they could do all this shit alone. But that ain't the case. That ain't the case at all. These bitches are failures, and they are failing. I want to shout out Just got a PayPal in for $20. Shout out to Asar coming through with the $20 on the PayPal. All right. Want to shout out my Cash App family coming through. I got Troy with the $2. We got James with the $5 holler. Bronson with the big 20 piece. XL Pro Services with the $5 holler. We got Frederick with the $5 holler. All right. We got Anthony with the 2 piece. We got Drunk Photography coming in with the 2 piece. All right. We got Guiltless coming through with the $1.50. We got Kevin coming through with the 15 piece. We got Albert coming through with the 10 piece. And we got Sterling coming in with the $20 holler. You know what I'm saying? We got Douglas coming through with the 50 piece. Much love and appreciation to all y'all that support this motherfucking church. The lines are open. The lines are, oh my God, y'all going crazy in the line. I want to pick some new blood because I see a lot of the same people. I want some new blood coming up in here. Let's see. 757, who we got?
Yo, what's going on? Church check-in, baby.
What up, fam?
Been a long time coming, man. I've been trying to get on the show to talk to you. First and foremost, I wanted to say that people on the line don't understand the message that you're delivering, and it might be raw. I enjoy it, but it's wisdom that's behind it. You don't get this type of wisdom from dealing with 1 or 2 chicks in your lifetime. I'm 43 years old. I served in the military, and everything that you're saying, I've been living for the better part of 20 so years before all this YouTube stuff. The things that yourself and Kevin Samuels, Cat's been living this stuff. So what you're saying is real, and to go on with the gentleman, the police officer, this is a real situation, and it's a bad problem in the Black community. I myself, I'm a part of it. Got a 15-year-old son about to be 16, failing school, and been failing for the past 3 years. He's up with his mom in Virginia. Won't give him to me. I built the house, told her she could come down with her other son and be here. She's still in Virginia, won't come.
She will destroy that child in spite of you.
Correct. The same thing that you were saying about that gentleman is the same thing that I'm going through now. You know what I'm saying? And as I speak with my family about it and other adults, it's about the betterment of the child. Regardless on, I feel baby should be here with me. None of that matters. It's about the betterment of the child, especially if you have a son. So I told my son's mother, the conversation came up and I said something to the effect, well, who's supposed to teach him how to be a man? And I told her, I said, well, I'll tell you this much. If you're able to teach the boy, teach him to come from a boy to be a man, you'll be the first woman on the planet to be able to do it. Because you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
You can try, you can make a great attempt, but it just ain't gonna happen.
I mean, it's just a horrible cycle going on in the Black community. And I wish that it would stop. And I don't know the solutions for it, but women are empowered by family court to keep the child away. And a lot of it is exactly what you said. People aren't stupid. We know. It's whatever was going on with them, he's taking it out on him. I don't know if you're familiar with the jock radio in Atlanta, but a woman called up, had a 15-year-old son, boy out of control. She calls the radio trying to get help. So the jock and them called the guy and asking the guy what's going on. The guy says, hey, I wanted to be a part of my son's life because me and her weren't together. He kept him away from me. And he says, what am I supposed to do? He says, my name is Darnell. It's not Jesus. I can't go back 15 years ago and try to right the wrongs of her decisions. Something I told my son is that there's consequences, but that's for everybody, including adults too. So the consequences and whatnot just aren't for children. It's for adults too. And when these women make these poor decisions and take it out on me, I mean, it's just a vicious cycle, Jap, and it's horrible. And I appreciate you trying to get the message out, especially to the younger men.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask you, we know your situation and it's pretty messed up. You know what I'm saying? What do you say to the young brothers that's on the come up? You know what I'm saying? That may need to hear something.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, brothers, man. It's a very difficult thing to say because, like I told you before, I was military. So all this passport stuff, you don't need that when you're in the military, number one, because you go overseas just to be going overseas. But as I told one of my partners, we got to stop. We have to stop with all this stuff going on in the West. And when I say that, I mean, you got to stop giving them attention. You got to stop entertaining them. You got to stop dating them. You got to stop marrying. We're just gonna have to stop to get them to understand like what their behaviors, it's just not working and it's not beneficial in general. But one thing, I don't want to keep you too long, but one thing I've been telling folks for these past few years, like myself, I have a child. I'm just a man with a child. That's not a family. An adult with a kid, that's not a family. That's just an individual with kids. And we need to get back, as you and others in the manosphere have been saying, we need to get back to solidarity and having structure and family in the Black community. That's the only way we're going to turn this around. But then again, when you have family, that means you have to have leadership, which means someone has to be head of the household. And that's where the problem comes in, because Black women don't want to be told anything, but they listen to that white man on their job and get that check though.
Yep. That's facts. Appreciate your call, big bro. 100.
All right.
Shout out to Totenar coming through, man, with $100 holler on the super chat, sponsoring us today, man. Powerful, man. Say one of my bosses has a BMT and everybody makes excuses for her raggedy ass. Even women in this family. Oh, God damn. They rather let the kid live in poverty and suffer than to give the kid to the father. Save the young brothers. Hashtag Dick Discipline is the way. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. You always been coming through, man. 100, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's take some more calls, man. Again, the number is at the bottom of the screen. 563-999-3641. Today's topic, man, we're talking about the dark side of single motherhood, how they weaponize these kids against fathers. 270, who we got?
What's up, Jack?
What's up,
this
fam?
This is Clinton Johnson, man. I called in before, man.
What's good, fam?
What's going on, fam? Yeah, I just wanted to call in and say, you know, my heart goes out to all the dads that's, you know, struggling to be in their kid's life and that's fighting to be in their kid's life. I personally been through it myself. My son is 13, and me and my wife have had him since he was 9 years old. Mm-hmm. Well, my son is 14. He just turned 14. I want to say something first, man. I want to speak directly to the men. I know that, you know, the women play their part. I understand the evil that they do and all this, but I want to do one thing that I didn't do. A lot of us talk about we don't want to go in front of the white folks in court. I hear a lot of us Black men saying that shit, man. Mm-hmm. And I got a problem with that because I understand it's stacked up against us. Bro, I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? I spent money for lawyers, went in there, and they still embarrassed me and made me look like shit. But bro, I knew if I folded up, if I didn't save my son's life, she was gonna, man, send my son straight to hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I had to fight, Jack. and I had to fight. And some days I felt defeated and I spent money, but I kept pushing because the ultimate thing was I had to show the court, look, man, I'm trying to do everything I can to make my son's life better. It's not to spite her. It's not about none of that. She would take my son, man. She would be kicked out, lights off. I'm going to pick my son up for the weekend. Every weekend, I'm picking him up from a different spot, Jack. So-called cousins, people you ain't even related to, people that just might have kids, so you just let my son stay there. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it, man, losing sleep, not knowing if he was eating. I took my son to a physical one time, Jack. He was like 7 years old. He was 12 pounds underweight. The pediatrician was looking at me sideways like, hey, are y'all feeding him? I'm like, man, I can't see the man but every other weekend. So I'm not there every day.
Were you able to document that?
I was able to I documented everything.
Okay.
I tricked her because she didn't want to take him to the doctor, right? So even when she did have primary custody, since he was 4 years old, I would take him to the doctor, dentist, because she didn't want to do it, right? So at first she would resist.
What does she do for a living?
Because it would,
What does she do for a living?
Nothing, bro. Live off the state. She has a child that's 3 years older than my son and a child that's 3 years younger. You know what I'm saying? 17, 14, and 11. Nothing, bro. Live off the state. Know what I'm saying? Took me to child support. Man, ran me down through there. You know what I'm saying? And I would take them to the doctor, the dentist, and all that. So I built a rapport with the doctors, and, you know, they document who brings them. You know what I'm saying? So I had that paper trail. Then I would go to the court. I had that paper trail. I would file. I would take her. They would bring her to court for contempt for not letting me see her. And what I started doing was, when he was about 7 or 8, we stayed in the same city. So I told the judge, I said, I filed for equal custody because we was in the same school district. So he stayed with me a week and her a week. That way I was able to intervene and have more of a hand in his care. You know what I'm saying? And kind of keep eyes on things versus every other weekend. When you go every other weekend, that comes out to like 60-something days a year, bro. And I told the judge, I said, how can I be influential as a father if I'm only getting them 60 days out the year, Your Honor? She's got them the other 300 days. I said, I can't have no influence as a father. So he upped it to equal visitation. I still pay child support, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I was just knocking out one thing at a time. And then around, I'm going to wrap it up, around 2019, she was chasing a nigga and shit. One of them females, chasing niggas and shit. She's finna chase a nigga to Florida and was telling me, oh, I'm moving.
Not with your son.
Like, you moving where? Yeah, not with my son. Hell no, bro. You know I wasn't going. I'm like, moving where? I'm like, shit, you ain't moving nowhere with my son. Yeah. Shit, went and filed that shit. I went and filed it. And shit, me and my lawyer trying to chase her down, serve her, and we finally got her served. And she didn't show up to court. And I got a default judgment. And the judge, this is how we played it. Usually they would set a standard visitation because she got a default judgment. The judge said, I'm not setting her no visitation. He said, I want you to leave out of here and go to school and get your son. He said, and she's going to go to the roof, but I want you to tell her verbatim, if she got a problem, she can come see me to give visitation. So she ain't even finna give visitation unless she come see me. Because, you know, they take it as an insult when they default on the judgment. When you don't show up to court, man. They take that as an insult. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't call and make arrangements and say you were sick or whatever, or get your lawyer to postpone it. So she thought I was bullshitting. Man, we went in court. And I told the judge, I'm trying to stop him. Like, whoa, I don't want to take visitation, Your Honor. He said, no, I'm not giving her visitation. He said, and if she got a problem with what happened today, tell her come see me.
Damn.
She didn't get visitation until April of this year. You know what I'm saying? And she gets and I went and put her on child support too. He said, I want you to leave out of here and go put her on child support. So I went out of there. They took me off child support and they put her on child support, man. And my son get all that money, man. When she miss and she late, I'm calling up there like the women do. Hey, man, she been a month and a half late. Where's my son money? Okay, Mr. Johnson, we'll get it to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like y'all be harassing the men who out there working hard.
No, hit them back.
Working hard. You want to take all his money? No, I didn't let her breathe, bro.
No, hit her back. Give her equality. That's the word.
Absolutely.
That's the word of the year. equality. That's all we do. Dealing with. Y'all ask for equality.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? My son, he's doing great. You know what I'm saying? Right now, in a couple weeks, probably next week, gonna be playing for a middle school championship. He's doing great, bro. He's thriving. You know, he's smelling himself because he's 13 and, you know what I'm saying, coming to his own. You know how that goes. But overall, bro, you know what I'm saying, I got my own barber business. My wife has a great job, work for the state. I'm married. I done got married in between that time. So I was also able to show him a family structure, bro. And that's all I ever wanted from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to give brothers encouragement, but I want to tell y'all, the court system is stacked up against us, but you got to be a soldier and fight that shit because it's your legacy you fighting for. You got to get your son and you got to get your daughter. You got to. So I want y'all men to fight. Shout out Minister Jap. I'm telling you, bro, this content you got is much needed. I appreciate you. I listen to you. My wife been listening to you with me this morning. And I'll be having my son listen to you. You already know I tell you that every time I talk to you. Yes, like sir. I said, bro, appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the church.
That's a blessing. Blessing. Hold on. Speaking of blessings, let me shout out brother Truth Be Told coming through with the $5 holler. My brother Dr. Thunder coming through with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, bro. Najib coming through with the 50 piece. Salute to everybody who supports this show and this message. 216, who we got?
Jap, talk to me.
What up, family?
Man, this one of the realest topics you done talked about in a good minute, bro.
Dog, we're not playing. We taking it there. We taking it there for the whole year, man. The whole year we going there, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, in full throttle, man. It's really good to see men fighting a good battle for their daughters and their sons, man. Same like the one dude said, man. Military dude got a chick out there in Virginia Beach, and I'm gonna tell some men some defensive tactics that you could do. Like we seen that cop that really had a lot of poise to it. He was doing too goddamn much talking. The way you do it is they got a course what they call the moderation before you get to the court. And when you got the lawyer, he was doing too much talking. The way that you could do it is you could start a business and you could 1099 it and you could pay yourself through it. You could pay yourself a wage, and that's a great way to get your shit reduced while you go back and get your custody. And if you do have to pay the shit out, if you got the 50-50, when you got to pay it down, you pay yourself the wage so you don't have to see that much income, so you don't got to pay that bitch that much money. You get what I'm saying? Another way that you could do it in a defensive tactic is when you make it through the moderation, it's such as you seen the bitch doing all that lying. Shit, go down to the PowerPoint. Because when you make it to the lawyer, when you got to make it to the judge and they pull out your Social Security, you can't lie at that type of point. Because if the bitch gonna go through the tactic, you go through the tactic. So it ain't nothing to go to PowerPoint and switch up your pay stubs. Ain't no big deal. Another way that they do it is that when they do it, when they get done to taking out the money, you don't have them pay it directly. So once they do it, when they go through your company and they take it out, you pay them directly. Most times, through most of the states, they got this thing called GTFO touch pay, and you pay them directly. So any given time that there's a 25% increase or decrease within the payment portal, you can therefore pay them directly. So anytime that there is a reassessment on it, you can have control over the payment.
Okay.
And if you do it through the LLC portion, then you can have control over the moderations over it. So therefore, she don't know what she got going on. Because a lot of these niggas be trying to flex on the baby mama, try to be friends on the baby mama, bestowing all the information. And now you got the tools on their hands so they won't take you and fuck you over. So I'm proud of the niggas that's fighting that good fight, but don't be giving them all that information. Stop being their friends on Instagram. Stop being their friends on Snapchat. If they're going to behave like an enemy, treat them like an enemy. Love your friends. You get what I'm saying? Be good to your kids, but man, you got to understand how they playing this shit. You get what I'm saying? That's all I really got though, Jack.
Appreciate that, bro. You broke this shit down, boy. Let's see. 469, who we got?
What up, Jap? It's Wayro.
What up, family?
What up, bro? I'm gonna be real quick. Everybody calling in very inspirational. I just wanted to give you flowers again, man. If you could see where I'm at right now in my house, I got my boys this week, and I'm still fighting to get full custody. Just touching real quick, females, they will take the child away from a good situation because I'm over here in a nice suburb, nice school district, and she put them in Oak Cliff. I know people listening know what Oak Cliff is, but it ain't the best as it would be, over here. So I'm trying to, fight to get that, and it's gonna cost money. But like the brother said earlier, you can't stop fighting. And yeah, bro, I just give you your flowers again because it's coming up on 4 years. You the one who woke me up. I'm in this house in the suburb, and she's still in the same spot, Section 8. She on Section 8 and shit. So yeah, man, I'm gonna let you go, but appreciate you, my son, listening. So
salute to you, Wavo. Appreciate you, man. Salute to your sons too. 612, who we got?
What's going on, Jap?
What up, fam?
I just wanted to speak on just the application of what happens to the kid. My dad, he went through custody with my mom. That she took him to court multiple times. He was paying $1,500 for me and my brother, and his checks was only $1,700, and we lived with him. She was on drugs, so basically she was, using that for her means. And what ended up happening to me, as now I'm 28, I didn't really know how to love my mom because I always saw her in such a masculine role. So then now when I got older, I was expecting things from women that my mom couldn't provide to me because she was in that single mom role. So, I had to go to therapy to realize that, sex wasn't how women love me because, my mom didn't, love me like that. And I think that's partly what happens is like you fall in love with having sex with women, but you don't really know how to love a woman when she has to be in that man role. So, before I got married, before I had kids, I went to therapy. I uncovered these things. I uncovered what my triggers were. And, now I have a son, he's 5 months. And, it makes me look at that whole situation of who you have kids with, because if you have kids with the wrong person, that's the biggest mistake you can make in your life. And, I just advise any young guy that's out there to stop thinking with your dick, think with your head, get yourself right before, you go chasing these women, because I'm damn near hurt looking at this cop, have to go through this, because I see my dad, and if it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have been able to even put all that together now.
See,
so
the problem is the black man for the longest has been making excuses for his mother. And that's why a lot of y'all niggas put up with a lot of this bullshit with bitches, because the bitches are doing the same thing your mother does. And you don't judge your mother, so you didn't judge these bitches. But once you start being logical and you start realizing that a lot of times these mothers are not loving you, they didn't love you, they just maintained you. And then you realize, like, when you become of age, and you know what I'm saying, you develop a logical mind, you start to see things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? When you want to have a family, a lot of guys don't want to have a woman that's like their mother. Y'all thought y'all did,
right?
Until you found out that you really wasn't loved. And the only way you really 100%. Find that out is when you really start looking at other cultures and how their mothers treat them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And our mothers just don't measure up, even with degrees, good jobs, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Our mothers are users. Our mothers are, you know what I'm saying, loud, boisterous, authoritative, manipulative. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it gets hard to get that respect all the way. Like, you don't want to feel like, man, I despise black women, or my mom. Like, you fight the battle of like knowing it's wrong, but it being your mom all the time. And it's a lot. And I don't think enough men, especially black men, talk about how hard that battle is between how you view your mom and how you view women.
Yeah, I mean, that was supposed to be your first reflection of what a good woman was. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, the only type of reflection that you will see of that is usually your grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? But the next generation, they're gonna have terrible grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? Like our generation's pretty much kind of the last of the all right big mamas, but we not gonna have that no more. We don't have them wholesome grandmothers no more. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck is wrong
I'm
with
off
you?
the line though, Jap. You get somebody else on here. I appreciate it.
Down the line. 434, who we got?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing on this good Sunday?
What up, family?
Yeah, I went through it, man. My ex-wife and I divorced 4 years ago, and she was taking me to court and all this stuff about our kid. And the way I won was, she made it difficult for me to see my kid. So I just every time she made it difficult, I just reported it to the guardian ad litem, who best interest of the child.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing, I was awarded joint custody and also joint legal. This was like years ago, but then she kept on again calling the police every time I would come down and try to get my kid, trying to create a scenario, try to file restraining orders against me. All of them was dismissed. So here's how you actually win. You don't argue with her. Just don't say nothing to her. She tried to make an argument. She tried to be, combative. Just ignore it, because she always going to try to get the police to go against you. And I had to learn that the hard way. Mm-hmm. I have no felonies or no misdemeanors, but now, and also I learned was, I had to go to court the second time because she kept filing for sole custody. I told the judge, because I have a special needs kid with her, I was like, I told the judge that give me primary legal. And primary legal is just basically all the decision making, everything she does has to go through you. So I have like joint legal. She has primary physical now, but she doesn't have she don't have sole custody. There's a difference because I live like over 50 miles away from her now. It was called shared physical custody. But I have all my visitation rights. For example, because we was married, no other man or woman could be in the household with my son. And the same goes for me. This is like for my divorce. So it's like, for example, unless I can't have no woman in my household unless I get remarried. And she can't have no man in her household unless she gets remarried. And that's all part of the consent order that I put in, everything on file. I have 18 different orders on my consent order. She can't leave the state without me knowing. She can't do, basically, as long as you have your legal custody, you basically still have joint custody. Legal custody, your primary legal rights is much more important than physical.
Okay.
But always remember that.
Okay.
Because my kid had a seizure, and I went to the hospital, just. Hello?
Yeah, I said I'm sorry to hear that.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, he's okay. But it's like when I went to the hospital, the people at the hospital, they was like, "Oh yeah, you're dead, right? Yeah, you have primary rule over everything that goes on around here. No other family member can tell you what to do or anything. What you say goes. Like you're the trump card." And so that's another thing a lot of men should get. Look into your legal rights. See what you have. It will save you. It saved me through headache. I don't have to pay child support because I was never on it due to my divorce. And I paid the insurance. I drive further to get him. They was like, because I do all of that, I don't have to pay child support.
Gotcha.
So it's been like that for a week. But yeah, look into your rights about getting your kid. I stress that importantly. If you have your legal rights, you're basically golden. But make sure that you always get anything joint or shared. You can also go full custody, but that's kind of hard to prove. Depends on the state that you live. But I can tell you straight up, after I won, I've been single, I've been chilling, stayed out of trouble, get my money up. That's the best thing I can ever tell you as a man. That's sad. Blessings to you all. Y'all be safe.
918, who we got?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What up, fam?
Hello? You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh man. You speaking to guys on Sunday, bro. Yeah, they terrible out here, man. Yeah, like you explained, bro. I know niggas, man, in 3-bedroom houses, then moved on, they got a good wife, a good woman. And these women will have the baby living at the backseat in the middle of a Chicago, Indiana winter just to claim that check and get benefits instead of handing over the child to the good, responsible parent.
Right.
And the court system is so fucked up, man. It's set up, man. It's mind-boggling how you go down there as an upstanding man, put your name on your uniform, but this bitch is out here feeding the kids popsicles for dinner and chicken nuggets, but they treat you like shit in the court system. You know what I mean?
Said popsicles for dinner.
Yeah, you know, they got popsicle juice all down their neck, you know, diaper saggy as fuck.
Yeah.
Kids bowl their teeth all fucked up, silver cats. You already know the deal. But the nigga on child, the bums don't get put on child support. They drop good dick off, make bastard babies, and live about their life. They get that one nigga with a good job in the future. You know, got his name on his shirt and everything. He down there fighting for this one kid from this raggedy ass bitch that got 3 other bastard felons with a bed waiting on when they turn 18. You know what I mean? Facts. Straight up, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. So, hey, peace to the church, man. Quit nothing in these raggedy ass bitches, man. For real.
Sure.
For real. That's all we got to do.
Can't nothing these bitches, man. Ain't nothing these bitches, man. Let's see who we got, man. 209, who we got? 209. 209.
Yeah, so you got Brother Bruce here.
What up, family?
Yes, I want to call and tell my story about these wretched hoes. Man, I had this broad, man, I got my son, the broad had me in court, lied, cheated, took my son, and had him with a, that was his daddy. Now, that stabbed by his brother. Now my son back living with me. Now he's 18 years old, and I'm trying to redo all the trauma and everything he's been through in life.
Damn. Damn.
You know, so, you know, it's wretched out there for us brothers, man. I'm glad to get, you know, what I've been through in life and listen to you and get some counseling and some grief. It's like grief counseling listening to you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so just keep up the good work, my brother.
All right, bro. Blessings to you, bro. Let's see who we got, man. 201, who we got?
Church on a bitch. Niggas get the last laugh. Newark, New Jersey. Holla at me, Jap. Holla at me.
Jers.
What's going on? Let me give a shout out first to all the single fathers in the church. Y'all are really underappreciated. And I just, as another man to another man, I just give a shout out to y'all. You know, you just can't stick your penis in anything nowadays. And this video and this sermon is perfectly exemplifying that. I'm just going to say a quick story, and then I'm going to let the rest of the church get into it. When I was living in, before I got my house, I was living in a shared apartment with me and one of my boys. He was engaged to be married to this usual, beautiful light-skinned broad, had all the features and everything. They ended up having a child together, a daughter, Senegalese cat.
Mm-hmm.
When the baby was born, my man's is excited. He has a daughter. He's a father. And then the bitch just did a complete 180 on him. Started acting real stupid, took the baby and then got Section 8 housing with this weed head. Long story short, I just came home from work and me and him was just kicking it, just talking. and DICE showed up. And if y'all don't know what DICE is, that's Child Services in New Jersey. DICE showed up in regards to his daughter. Now, his daughter, he wasn't in custody of his daughter at the time, but we looked, you know, when she did, it was basically shared custody, and any time she came over, you know, she was well taken care of, you know, we looked out for her as uncles or whatever like that. So they came in, basically, this bitch made an accusation for him to get full custody. Said he was touching her private part in the crib where she was, and basically claimed child abuse.
Come on, man.
So yeah, that's how low this bitch is. You know what I'm saying? This bitch completely turned to 180 and became the dregs of the street. So when, you know, they basically served him papers, he had to go to court. Now in New Jersey, if you're found guilty of domestic violence, especially of that nature, you can get up to, I believe it's a 6-month jail sentence and a $5,000 fine, depending on the judge. Come to find out, when they get to court, the girl looks raggedy as fuck, and she's actually with the dude that actually did the abusing. This weed smoking nigga with dreads, look like a dirty ass J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? So when we're there, he's there with his attorney, and he has all his paperwork. So when the judge, who's a black woman out of all things, is asking the girl a question, her story doesn't line up with what happened. Turns to find out that not only was she lying about her man, it was the dude, the dirty J. Cole dude, that actually did the abusing. Long story short to say that, you know, the bitch should have got in jail. Well, they actually took the dude into custody. She lost custody of the child, gave him full custody, and the judge eventually ordered her to get a psychiatric evaluation.
Black one.
So I say that to say, so shout out to my man, Chick Mbaye. That's my boy who got caught up. You know, you're probably not listening to this or whatever, but it goes to show you, church, you gotta watch where you stick your dick at. And a lot of these things is that going back to that video when that light-skinned hoe was talking about, you know, taking a break and going off with her friends. Like, bruhs probably know this, but her friends are actually doing the influencing for her. You know what I mean? That cop in Houston, you know, has probably got a good head on his shoulders, probably a good police officer. You know what I'm saying? These hoes influence other hoes to be the absolute worst that they can be. You know? So you gotta, before you stick your dick in any bitch like fuck hoes and all that, look at her circle. You know what I'm saying? Because if you end up getting that bitch knocked up, these are the hoes that you're gonna be dealing with for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the single dad. Praises to this church. Shout out to Miriam. Fuck Bell Hooks and Dorothy Pittman Hughes because she said these bitches a complete lie. And long live the spirit of Kevin Samuels. Happy Sunday, and I'm out.
Let's see. 862, who we got?
Holy Minister, what's going on, man? It's your boy Tolo T01 calling from out of Jersey, man.
What up, man? Jersey in the building.
Respect, man. Hey, bro, you've been talking heavy today, man. Real heavy. I think you inspired a few brothers, man. Again, man, you still got it, player.
Appreciate it, bro.
But on the topic, look, man, this gender war ain't going nowhere, man. Said it already, I'm gonna say it again, man. This shit ain't going nowhere, and these bitches gonna keep doubling down and getting more vitriolic, more evil, because they don't want to take accountability, responsibility, and act like they got any sensibility. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is just gonna get worse. You see, the men we just telling these bitches to correct shit, but instead of doing that, they saying we hate y'all niggas because y'all ain't shit. And you know, like the communication is lost at that point. So you know, it's a war, it's a conflict.
I agree.
Yeah, man. Like the floodgates have been opened, and for the past 3 years, guys like you, Kevin Samuels, you know, some other even small and bigger, you know, guys, it's been pumping the narrative out there that men have gravitated. Now you got niggas like Andrew Tate. You see what I'm saying? He's like the epoch of what the manosphere and all of that shit, the red pill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now he telling niggas the same shit y'all all been saying the whole time.
Yeah.
Really. It's nothing new. He ain't saying nothing new. He didn't invent any of this shit. He's just the most popular kid in class right now. That's all. But yeah, man, this shit is insane, bro. Like, it's a bad situation, and the way you've been talking today, man, it touched my heart, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm gonna say some real funny shit, man. It might go against the grain, man. Like, I know we at war, but my only hope is my prayer. I pray that the black man and black woman can fall in love again.
Man, that's a stretch, man. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. We like Bloods and Crips right now.
I know. I know, bro. I know. How you going? Farrakhan can't even get motherfucking.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. We gonna have to have a big sit down. It's gonna have to be a real big sit down. I appreciate your call, big bro. 843. Who we got? 843.
Hey, what's up, man? My name's TJ from Florida, living in Carolina.
What up, fam?
I appreciate you, giving brothers a platform and, just spreading the knowledge and, allowing everybody to tell their story pretty much and relate. Yeah, I'm gonna give a quick story and be out.
All right.
So I got a 8-year-old daughter. Girl, I took the mom to court. I've been trying to find out my way since she was born. Broke up with chick. I was stationed in something back in my military days, and got with a tacky chick I went to high school with. Lasted like 3 months. Young me, not knowing better, went raw like 2 times or whatever. So pulled out 4 times. So broke up with her. She used to always say stuff like, "Oh, we're gonna have 2 kids. You got good genes, boom, boom, boom." So I'm like, yeah, this chick tripping. I'm trying to go on my phone and stuff, cut her off. So look on Facebook one day, seen a little baby. I thought she was pregnant, so I ain't thought too much about it. Saw the baby, looked like everybody in my family. So I holler at her, asked her, I said, "Yo, is that my kid?" I remember you told me, yeah, she would never tell me she get pregnant by me for some crazy stuff. That'd be a piece of me with her forever. Crazy junk like that. So she was like, "Oh, maybe," played around with it. So young me and thought too much about it. But I said, let me keep on Facebook and see, what's going on. So the older she got, looking like all the girls in my family. So I asked her, ignored me, trying to make it about her. Like, I got to rock with her again or whatever. So I'm like, I try to play along with it, but she ain't got no car. Car broke down, living off the state. So I'm like, I ain't about to drive 3 hours, But my boy was like, take her to court. So I'm like, word, okay. Took her to court. She missed her hearing. I'm like, all right. So first matter of fact, I tried to do a home DNA test. Felt like she was down for it. So the day of, I bought everything. I said, I'm gonna drive that way. She ghosted. So I text her, I got all the screenshots and everything to the court later. So I text her saying, what's up? Like, you playing? She's like, okay, I never asked you for nothing no more. Like, just let me have the child, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Like, and made a whole dramatic scene, made it about her pretty much.
Yeah.
So, told her she a narcissist, blah, 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 That's what my boy told me. He's like, yo, take her to court, quit playing with her. I'm like, all right. So took her to court. She missed her hearing. I did a root of show contempt. She missed that too. I got a lawyer. She missed the DNA test with that. She missed the hearing with that and the DNA test. That's when I took her to I did a root of show contempt. She missed the DNA test. So the judge blamed me, even though I had the deputy go hand give her, and they had to find out where she lived. Our address is screwed up, so they had to find out where she lived. So I'm texting and calling the deputy and stuff, and he was disgusted too. DNA center, they discussed it. That female was like that. So I had a letter from the DNA center even. So when I took her to root of show contempt, she didn't come, and the judge blamed me or the black woman, Angela Taylor, out of something. So my boy was like, yo, he said, look that judge up. I bet she's a bitter woman, like he said he had a situation like that. Looked the judge up. She used to be a child prosecutor for years. Became a judge for 5 years before then. Every record she had was against a black man that was appealing her for lying. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the crazy part. These hoes getting positions of power, man.
Yeah, power. Yep. And I was finding out the girl got the people land she lived on. Like she went to a group home or whatever. So people land she lived on, they got power. Like got judges on their payroll, own schools. Like the lady over the school's like a mom to her or whatever. So, and when I first brought her to court, the Pookie she claiming that's the daddy. Come to find out he and the daddy she got him thinking he's her fault, my child's father, and the oldest one father. And her homegirl told me he ain't even her father. He and the oldest one shit because she know the guy. Her homegirl know the guy. So Pookie married to somebody else, dude in and out of jail, boom, boom, boom. He called us up, hit me up saying, get out their business. That's his daughter. So, I tried to have a conversation with him, told him that, if you approach me like a man, we could have had a talk about this. Me and her been talking about this for years, so talk to her. He didn't reply back. He didn't want to talk. He got a whole nother chick.
So what's the situation with you and the shorty? Did you end up getting the test or what?
So what happened?
Have you got the test yet or what?
So the third time I took her, tried a DNA test, she chose this ranky-dank place, and the girl who took it was like dropping everything, like broke the joint and everything. So it came back. The results was like saying she wasn't mine. So I was in this father-to-father program, and they told me to call the center. So I called them and told them I think it's a false positive, something going on. So they backed up the agency, even though they had no cameras there or nothing. They backed it up. So like, black female arguing on the phone. So I was like, whatever, chick, I hung up on her. So I might take it Supreme Court or try to, put myself on child support so I could do a test out of town or something.
Don't do the child support thing yet. Just keep pushing for the test first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let her play with your pockets because she'll stick with that shit even if it ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? But good luck to you, man. Fill us in when you get everything figured out. Let us know what the next move is. Appreciate your call, bro. Let's see. Who we got on the line?
Minister Jap.
Oh, shit. Where the hell you been, ashy foot?
Minister Jap. Now, Minister Jap, I just left the church for a few minutes. The church is fucked up again. What's going on, Minister Jap? Now, Jap, these niggas are not ready for this work, Minister Jap. Once we finish this sermon, these niggas will go outside, fuck these bitches raw, Minister Jap. Here in the continent, you fuck them, you put them people in their lives. You use the police, you use anybody, you use whatever is available to you. You don't play good with them. Play shit with them. Even their family, their father, whoever they know, they try to play with you, to take you to child support or anything. You put them people to you. You have to be a trickster. Also, Jap, they play with fire, you return fire. And you return it twice. You make sure. Now, for my brothers who are there, Minister Jap, number one, prevention. There is condom, there is vasectomy, and there is also condoms you can hide underneath your seat. You can tape it underneath your seat. The fuel where you put your fuel, that cup, you hide it there. You can stick it there with something. You always have to protect yourself. In the house, use that. For those brothers who are already in the system, you fight that bitch with the system. You play dirty. Like ashy foot here. All right, Minister Jap. No playing nice. Get a lawyer, but also create some shit outside there. Be like a bitch. If she's a bitch, act like that. Voice like a bitch outside there. Put them people in their life, Minister Jap. Don't play around with the kids. And if you don't get to win, fuck the kids also, Minister Jap. You tell them, screw the kids, go to hell with those kids. You have to be strong. Fire with fire. Number 3, Minister Jap. These pussies outside here, Minister Jap, they're looking for paycheck. They're not there to raise any kids. Even here, I see we have German shepherds roaming around. They are not there to raise kids. They are only there for my money and for whatever land I have, whatever I have. I keep them outside, Minister Jap. Once I finish with them, I kick them out. I told you, they don't know where I live. I don't know where they live. I don't care. We are just doing the act. If they need more, I correct them. When I whoop them, I'm not whooping them. I'm just correcting the problem and let them move forward. Just let them go. That's it.
Yeah.
Where you are, Minister Jap, in the other side, those brothers in the system, they need to play with the system. Play with the system. How? Go look at that bitch. If she's doing some crazy stuff outside there, put them people in their life. If she's using drugs, put them people in their life. Be a snitch. Do everything in your life. Create situations where she's getting into so that she can get red-handed. Don't play with her. I'll leave you with this, Minister Jap. If you like fucking bitches wrong, go for a vasectomy. Vasectomy there, it's $400 to $700. Here, vasectomy is like a few coins, but mine is already done. If you're going outside there, make sure you have condom in your car, in your bedroom, or anything, Minister Jap. Number 4, Minister Jap. German shepherds are not to be trusted. They are going to turn on you. They are going to bite you. And when they bite you, you see them in the court. The court system is ready. It's for the business, not for your feelings. Keep these German shepherds outside. Brothers, I'm sure these brothers are listening, but the next minute they'll be outside here fucking and getting these bitches, German shepherds, pregnant. They're not ready for this message, Minister Jap. I'll leave you with that.
Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, Ashy Foot, man. We back. 2023, man. We back.
Yeah, we're fucking.
We got dirty folks in the building.
Man, Tyler Rollins is fucking with the motherfucking bros with the hoes, nigga. Check this out, bro. This is what I got from all the conversation. Except Ashy Foot. Shout out to Ashy Foot. Keep your ashy foot on their neck. But this is what I got from every other caller. Y'all niggas love these toddlers too much, bro. Like, y'all know they shooting at you and y'all trying to hit them with pillows like, baby, please stop. Like, if y'all don't gorilla these bitches, all right, I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to keep it peaceful today. Today's Sunday, and they already done canceled my channel. I ain't going to. So check this out. Bros, we got a plan, man. You got to fight a system with a system. Y'all having bitch problems and system problems. A bitch always going to be a problem because hoes stay mad. But you can fight a system with a system because it's not criminal court. It's arbitrary court, bro. If y'all need an arbitrator, man, holla at your boy, man. Tribal Warlord 2023, man. I can set y'all up in such a way that y'all get default custody. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, man. Have an arbitrator on deck, all that shit. So all the shit that they use when they go to their court, you already got it done. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's all corporate, bro. It's all corporate shit. You know what I'm saying? The same thing they do in arbitration court for anybody, whether it's you suing IBM or your baby mama suing you. It's the same shit, bro. Y'all got to be proactive. Y'all got to know that these bitches are the ops. And the only reason you talk to them is because pussy is delicious. You know what I mean? And I like delicious pussy. But I also, just because I sleep with the enemy don't mean I don't know it's the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta come with your shield, nigga. Y'all talking about condoms for protection. Y'all gotta protect yourself from these bitches on every level. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come in crushing these bitches on the neck, nigga. Like day one. Y'all come in there on some loving, because only men love, and y'all some loving guys. But because you love, don't mean hoes love. Hoes don't even love their kids more than 3 hours a day.
Facts.
Like, bitches can't love. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to come in and say, man, look, I'm going to put my foot, like, this is what I do. This ain't for everybody. This is for my body. What I do is I treat bitches like shit from day one, which is cool because they love to be treated like shit because they know they ain't shit. And then I make them work their way up to respectable behavior. You know what I'm saying? That way they felt like they earned it. Y'all be on my channel, nigga. I'm 2 tacos. Nigga, I want the pussy for 2 tacos. We'll talk about Ruth Chris in 2 weeks or a month or something after I realize I like you. I'm not Ruth Chrising you and then giving you tacos in 2 weeks. And you like, oh, he changed. Nah, bitch, I wasn't shit from day one. I'm gorilla from day one. And bitches gonna go because they want to know what it's about. And that way you can do anything you got to do to protect yourself from that, bro. So I got all that shit, man. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, man. Y'all go on that motherfucker. Y'all can sign up for the course. After the course, you get an app. The app will trick a bitch. The app looks like a date app, like, yo, sort of, we spend so much time together, I take you on dating trips. That's what they looking at. But nobody reads the user's agreement. The user's agreement is niggas get default custody with an arbitrator. So goddamn it, if anything happened, you can fall back on that, like, bitch, you started this. You know what I'm saying? And you can go to war with somebody on your back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, piece of tech, quit loving these hoes so much. Nigga. If the bitch ain't give you 3 hoes, she don't love you. She ain't offered you her sister or nothing. These bitches don't care about you. They selfish. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, peace of the chat, man. Peace of the church.
Salute the dirty folks. Y'all check them out. Salute to Fit or None coming through with another sponsorship donation, $50 on the super chat. Sunday sermon is lit. Sunday sermon is lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. We got a couple more people here came through on the Cash App. Let me shout them out real quick. Let's see. Damn. Ola Watusin. Yeah. Damn, with a $200 goddamn sponsorship on the goddamn Cash App. I haven't seen this name since I started this goddamn shit. Bro, because I think this is the dude, he's a nurse. I remember this guy, man. Salute to you, bro, coming through with a $200 Cash App, bro. That's powerful right there. Travis coming through with the $5 holler. We got Brother Truth Be Told coming through with a $5 holler. Okay, and Dr. Thunder with the $5 holler. Yeah, that was okay. I read them already. All right. Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I hope y'all were impacted by this message, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. You know what? I kind of want to actually kind of finish watching this a little bit. Hold on. Let's go back to it.
Okay.
The state of Texas pays me to make sure that I do things that what I think are in the best interest of the child. That's me. See, the problem that I have, ma'am, is that through this testimony, I'm not sure that I'm really getting to the bottom of what's going on here, but I'm going to do the best I can. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have videos and
videos of what?
Him going on social media and, you know, threatening me with constables, and I have other information. It's just, you know, I just wanted to be here.
Ms. Castine, for whatever reason, you
threatening you. See, this is the type of shit that these bitches do. These are the games that these bitches play. These are games that these bitches play, fam.
You made the decision through some help from some other parties or just on your own that Mr. Koss was going to be denied his rights as a father. Okay. I understand, but you did because you decided that you yourself were going to stop him or prohibit him from visiting with his son. And I understand why you did it, because you didn't have a court order in place to protect you, but there's consequences to that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Koss, I have some questions for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're telling me, because there is one thing that Ms. Castine brought up that I am concerned about. You're telling me that the weapon that you had in your house that got close to Jace was in a locked case.
Yes, sir.
All right. There weren't any bullets?
Correct.
The gun wasn't loaded?
Correct.
All right. Did it have a lock on it?
No, sir. It's buckles.
Okay. Did you have a trigger lock on it?
No, sir. There's no cartridge. There's no the magazine.
I don't care about that, Mr. Cole.
Okay, no, sir. There's no trigger lock on.
You don't have any weapon. I don't care what it is. The most dangerous weapon in the world is an unloaded weapon. You know that.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. No, sir. No trigger lock.
No. Trigger locks.
Yes, sir.
In your home, when you have children present, trigger lock. They're required.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have brought that up earlier. He volunteered that information, and he kept. Now you got the ball rolling. With speaking about that firearm, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even, because she ain't got no lawyer. She looking stupid up here. She still looking mean. She still looking mad. I would have not volunteered that information unless I would have told them if they asked, but I wouldn't have volunteered it. That's when you niggas got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, get your shit together and just
Shut the fuck up!
Niggas don't know how to act in court, man.
You're not working at this time, Miss Castine?
I'm incapable. I've been taking care of my son.
Well,
I've been trying to find stay at home.
And that's okay. I mean, it's.
I
Miss
can't afford
Castine, I got a feeling that no matter what happens today, you're not going to be real happy about what I'm going to do, but that's okay. But I try to advise people when they come in my.
I know you ain't gonna like this, but that's okay. You're gonna have to get used to it. Trying to alienate the father from the child, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Court, when you make comments like I'm incapable, that's not true. I have hundreds of single mothers that appear before me every month that are working 3 and 4 jobs at a time, doing the best they can.
She talk about she's not capable of working. This is the type of lies single mothers tell. But again, going back to the shows a few days ago where I told y'all, do they want to be housewives? No, he set her up to do that. And she still didn't want to do that. She's still in here bitching and trying to take him to child support court.
To support their kids.
I have no one to watch him. Like the mom is disabled and my dad's retired. It's just old and they can't watch him 24 hours.
Right. And
I'm also in school as well.
See, that's
best
Hoes always in school.
I can right now on my own.
Right. That's better. Okay. Do you have a car? Do you have access to a vehicle?
I have a vehicle. I've actually went on a couple interviews. I'm trying to do my best.
Okay.
Well, you can try, but just give that boy up, because your ass don't need him with your trying ass.
Stay away from using words like incapable. You're going through a process where you're trying to get back on your feet. That's a better word.
I am trying.
Anything further, Miss Overstreet?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further?
Who that extra lawyer she got? That lawyer she got is terrible, but who's this extra bitch? And this, okay, I know the other bitch, he's doing the stenographer, but what's this other bitch?
Mr. Cole?
She the bailiff?
No, Judge.
Ms. Castine, you're representing yourself in this case. Is there anything further you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
I guess, do you need to see proof of payment from Mr. Cost?
No, I think I'm okay on that.
Okay.
But that's a good question.
Ain't nobody, she just trying to make him look bad at as much as she can.
He also was communicating with my mom. Now, my mom this is not my mom's business, right? I'm asking you, is this my mother's, does she have any say in this situation?
Well, I mean, it's pretty common, Ms. Castine, for parents to reach through grandparents for communication if there's a breakdown in communication between the separated parents. So it's not unheard of.
Okay.
I mean, if I was your mother and I didn't want Mr. Cost contacting me, as soon as she contacted me, I would send him something right back that said, please don't contact me anymore.
Okay.
This is the peace and harmony that Black women bring amongst families, and they're thinking about the betterment of the child. This is what you deal with, fellas. And she was probably a bad bitch, but this is what bad bitches turn into. They turn into bad bitches.
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with him attempting to try to make contact with you, Ms. Castaigne, if he's not getting through to you.
He threatened my mom in the beginning, not like a physical threat, but threatened her with laws or whatever information. And
oh my God. You see, she just throwing Hail Marys at this point. Threaten. You think this motherfucking officer gonna be threatening over the phone, documenting that shit? You stupid. Come on, man.
Objection, hearsay, Judge.
Okay, that's sustained. You can't tell me other stuff that your mom told you, Ms. Castaigne.
I have the text message.
Was it to you?
No, it was to her.
Okay. Yeah, you can't give me information that other people shared with you.
Irrelevant, bitch.
It has to be something that you yourself know about personally. But I understand.
Okay. It's just, when he doesn't get his way, he tends to threaten. He tends to be petty and boast and do those types of things. That's my concern. That is my concern.
Oh, he tends to be petty. Nothing says petty like a bitch that's taking you to motherfucking custody court. When you the breadwinner and you're actively trying to be in your child's life. Nothing says petty like a bitch that won't let you actually see your fucking child. And says you got a gun on you when you're a fucking cop.
Sir.
Just give it up. Just give up.
The only real issue that I have in this case, y'all, is how we're gonna exchange the child. Because the rest of this is actually pretty straightforward. Despite what the parents have said and think, the issue in this case is not so much about whether or not Mr. Cost is a good dad. I think he is a good dad. The issue in this case is the fact that he hasn't had contact with the child for 3 months, and this child's not even a year old. And while that's not Mr. Cost's fault, it is something that I have to be concerned about for Jace. So I do believe that there's probably going to have to be some phased in visitation in this case. The fact that Mr. Cost doesn't have any other children, and the fact that he's never been alone overnight with Jace, there just needs to be some kind of reconciliation there. But my concern is that the relationship between Mr. Cost and Miss Castaigne occurred in Harris County. And the relationship took place there. The child was probably born there. They lived together there. And it wasn't until this case got before me because Miss Castaigne moved to Jefferson County. And I understand that this is where her base is, her family is here. But I'm not sure that I should have to force Mr. Cost to do all of the driving back and forth to see Jace if since the relationship and everything else took place in Harris County. Miss Castaigne, let me ask you, I have a pretty good idea what I'm going to do with the child support on this case. I can do one of two things. I can adjust the child support and make Mr. Cost do all the driving, or you guys can meet halfway. Which would you prefer me to do?
Meet halfway.
I think that's reasonable.
I'm telling you, she gonna get held in contempt. That bitch gonna be, oh, my car broke down. Oh, this and this. She gonna get that nigga held. He gonna still have to drive all the way out there to go get his kid.
Do you live in Beaumont, Miss Castaigne?
I live in Groves.
You live in the Groves, okay. And what part of Houston do you live in, Mr. Cost?
In the Heights.
Okay. Well, when I think of the Heights, I think of the eastern portion of Harris County. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. It's a little.
primary custodian. I'm going to grant Mr. Cost visitation at any and all times mutually agreed to by the parties. If no agreement, then Mr. Cost is going to have visitation as per the following. I'm going to have a short phased-in visitation schedule. Ms. Overstreet, there will be 0 supervised visits, followed by 0 unsupervised visits for 4 hours. We will then have 4 unsupervised visits for the entire day on the 1st and 3rd and 5th Saturday of each month, starting at 8 a.m. and ending at 5 p.m.
This is so this is so unnatural to me. Like the scheduling of fatherhood. This is just, you bitches are stupid, man.
When those 4 visits are done, then Mr. Cost will have 4 visits of one night overnight from Saturday at 6 until Sunday at 6. And those will also be on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Saturday of each month.
It's just like, dude, how the fuck? It's just, man, like, imagine being a kid. I want to see my dad. Well, looking at the schedule, you gotta, like, this is fucked up. Why do y'all hoes do this to kids, man? You making your life more difficult. You know you a bum ass bitch living with your parents. Why you want to have to drive halfway and do all this and that? Why can't you just get along with the nigga? He don't want you no more. You're a bitch, but be good for the kid. These hoes don't love their kid. I can't watch no more. I'm gonna get pissed off, man. This is just unnatural, man. I think it's the worst thing for the kid. I think the kid is the ones that suffer fucking with y'all, man. I think the kid is the ones that suffer, man. But I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. We got up to 1,100 people in the live, looking like we getting through this curse. Hashtag Minister Marathon. We on point. Appreciate y'all, all my supporters for coming through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dirty Folks. Shout out to everybody who hit the Cash App, hit the super chat, who hit the share button, who hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? But now you got to make sure you go over, because we've been having a lot of people go over there. They're getting ready, because I'm about to start dropping some real crazy shit over there. But go over there to the Blue Channel right now. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. To view the rest of this exclusive content, you got to go over to my new channel, Minister Jap Church. The link is in the description. Again, go to my new channel right now. Subscribe, like, share, subscribe. The new channel, Minister Jap Church. Peace.
It's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me, though. All right, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 hey, church on the bitch, 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 yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, hey, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, hey, church check in, let's go. Minister Jap.
All right. Follow me on Truth Social, Minister Jap on Truth Social. Follow me on Twitter, Minister Jap, at the Minister Jap on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, Minister Jap Church, Minister Jap Network, and Minister Jap page. Follow me on Instagram, Minister Jap Church. Follow the Minister Jap Church page. That Minister Jap Network page, I can't get into it. They blocked me out of it. It's going to be over with in 30 days. So fuck that page. Go to the backup page, the Minister Jap Church page. Go to ministerjap.com for all Minister Jap merchandise, shirts, hoodies, etc. Minister Jap on TikTok, Minister Jap on Twitter. Minister Jap on TikTok, Minister Jap on Twitch, Minister Jap on Rumble. Go now, follow now, because we got to start getting them platforms built up too with all the church members over there. All right. Last but not least, go sign up right now. $5 is the special. get down with the Patreon, patreon.com/the Minister Jap. Become a member of Game University. I got nothing but heat on that page. I'm telling you, y'all niggas binge watch shit that people are not seeing on the internet right now. Go over to my Patreon.com/the Minister Jap. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. And that's going to do it, man, for the day, man. Hey, Sunday sermon, it was lit, man. I told y'all I'm bringing that heat. You never know. I might pop up late tonight. I don't know. But right now, man, y'all niggas enjoy y'all day, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We out. Church check in, nigga. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to hear Brother Rand sing, and then we're gonna shout out all the cash apps.
Yeah, it's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me though. Alright, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, hey, church check in, let's go. Minister Jap, it's a new era and niggas is chapped. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking this crack. Bitch getting taxed in my Benjamin stack. Truck in the front and the engine in back. 3Ks, everything I'm whipping in is black. 3 hoes all wanna sit on my lap. High yellow heifer, I'ma hit her from the back. This is a fact, I'm taking your bitch, I'm not giving her back. Bitch got some kids, I'm not dealing with that. The back of her throw where my children is at, now what's realer than that? Her mama's a hoe and her sister's a rat. Their head was amazing, the pussy was trash. Run up on church and that pistol gon' blast. Get your ass body trying to get to this bag, nigga, church. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, listen, church check in, let's go. Relinquish the bitch, you loving and cuffing to be with the bitch. She came in with you, but I leave with the bitch. I bang and I skeet on the bitch. They be like Jappa conceited and shit. I push it to start, ain't no key to my whip. Believe in the game, don't believe in the bitch. I listen to sin and the rest of the pips. You chasing the bitch and ain't chasing the check. You look like a bitch when you making them threats. You talk how you talk cause you safe on the net. When I see you, no talking, I'm breaking your neck. Catch a nigga like I do, I'm dirty on sight. Whole lot of barking, but I bet he won't bite. Bet a nigga won't roll the dice with his life. Double cross church, kid crucified twice, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, hey, church check in, let's go.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in.